I've been covering this league since 1987.
This sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy. Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's odd couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
Oh, yeah! Ack, a dack, a ack. And you know what?
What's that, Rob?
With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, or SiriusXM Channel 83.
Wow!
And now, Kerry.
What's that?
Live
We'll do
on
it live!
YouTube. That's right.
Do it live! I can go write it and we'll do it live! Do it!
That's right. We are live on YouTube. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kerry Rhodes.
That's right, Kerry Rhodes. And we are indeed the odd couple, Rob Parker and Kerry Rhodes, in for Kelvin Washington on this Magic City Monday. That's right. And you'll need our phone number because, Kerry, you know this, we are without question the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. All right, at least when people are still awake. You know, Ben has a lot of listeners, but I think they're like sleep.
You think it's just stuck to the dial?
Exactly.
I got you.
All right, write it down, commit it to memory, 877-99 on Fox. Or for you laymen who can't figure out the numbers and letters and how they correspond.
It's not trigonometry.
877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line, guess what, Kerry? It's their own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
That's right. And if you call in here and you have a problem with what we say, tough. Because
well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station.
That's right. With that said, always remember.
Sweetie, yeah.
I know that's a mouthful, Kerry, but it is. We have the best open in the history of sports talk radio. Rather, Rob G., you can shake your head all you want. But yes, we do. And let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is
Kerry Rhodes.
Kerry Rhodes, the former All-Pro corner. What's up, buddy?
The best opening show, the most caller-friendly show. What else? What else
we're
was
everything.
It? Okay.
You know, whatever you
All
want to
right.
get out of your radio talk show. We're not like these other shows. We're good. I mean, we have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we're informative.
Oh, listen, trust me. Whenever I'm here, I'm excited. Get to see the whole crew, everybody here. Yeah,
and we
it's fun
got. You
times.
see these cupcakes that we got?
Oh, I saw those earlier.
Oh, God.
That was the first thing I saw.
Oh God! I mean, are you kidding me?
First thing I saw.
Look at I don't even know. I don't want to.
Oh, God.
Them.
Yeah, don't spill them.
Don't
I'm
spill them.
getting the red velvet. It's the red
Red
velvet. in there,
velvet
right?
is
Okay.
there.
All right.
I know on the radio, but listen,
You know,
they're so good.
they're so. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good, man. Thanks, Tracy from iHeart.
Way better.
and
Way better than
Strauss,
way better
you
than
know?
the Glizzies. Way better than
Oh
the Glizzies.
yeah, these are good.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Thank you,
cupcakes
Alex.
go down nice and easy. I'm just saying, right?
There's a drop.
That's even worse. That's worse.
What did I do?
Why did I bring up the Glizzy in the first place? That you go there? That's ridiculous.
I didn't mean it like that, Alex. We don't need that, Alex. I can't
No, I
say
gotta cut
anything
it out. Hold
on the
on.
show. No, I'm just saying I love cupcakes. That's all.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yep. Switch it. Go
All
ahead.
right.
What?
Don't do it, Alex. All right, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Rob G is our producer. Alex is our engineer. Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And, of course,
who is it?
Elijah.
Who?
Elijah.
Never heard of him.
Is our social media guru, one of the best in the business. And you know, cupcakes go down nice and easy.
Oh, man.
They do.
Sure do.
No, man.
Oh, God. All right.
You guys.
It's just starting off on a bad foot already. All right. Remember, for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. All right, Rob G, let's go here. And there was big news you could use in the NFL when this afternoon, not to my surprise, someone lost their gig, Rob G.
Yeah, Rob, you're never wrong. You're just early. That's what I figured out.
Always.
This kind of stuff.
Hey, I was early on this one.
2 weeks after Rob Parker demanded that he be fired, the New York Football Giants have decided to cut ties with head coach Brian Daboll. 1 day after they blew a 10-point lead in the last 4 minutes of a game for the second time this season. All right, they've now blown 4 games when leading by double digit this season. They have lost 11 straight road games. It was all bad for Brian Daboll. And that's not the only reason. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Jaxson Dart, prized rookie quarterback, first-round draft pick. He looks very, very good. Everyone's very excited about him. Entered into the concussion protocol for the 4th time already this season.
In 6
and
games?
he was officially diagnosed with a concussion. We'll see if he plays this week.
All right.
But that is the big story. Brian Daboll out in New York.
Yeah.
Kerry, I called for it 2 weeks ago. And even more after yesterday's game. Because it's not, okay, we could talk about the losses, the double-digit leads and the fourth quarters and the implosions. And, I mean, come on. They had the Bears beat. They couldn't close the deal. And Caleb Williams played well. But they should have won that game, okay? The Giants didn't win the game. But my reason is because of the way he's handled Jaxson Dart. Like, that's when you look at it, here's a desperate coach playing for his gig.
Yeah.
He's designing plays for this kid to run into to the defense and lower his shoulder and all this stuff. You remember he was in the tent yelling at the doctor, get him back out of there, whatever. Give him some smelling sauce, whatever it is. Like, get him out there.
Yeah.
That's the other part of it. That's the dangerous part. No, stop with the design plays for him to run, and you have to be able to coach him to understand you don't have to get every yard carry. You don't have to lower your shoulder and go into a defender. It's okay to get the necessary yards and get out of bounds or slide down to avoid. It's a long game, a long-term game as a quarterback.
Yeah.
It ain't about another yard or two for you to take a big hit. It makes no sense. I would have said, Jaxson Dart, do you understand why in practice you have on a special jersey and people know not to touch you? There's a reason for that. All right, if it didn't matter, they wouldn't do that. Am I right?
Right.
My God. Brian Daboll, I told you 2 weeks ago, pack your bags. The only bad thing is the general manager should have gone too. I don't know what they're waiting on that.
Yeah.
But this had to happen. The way he's handled Jaxson Dart and the losing and not being able to close out games.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Enough already.
Yeah, the losing won't be tolerated with the Giants. Obviously, they've been, bad the last 3 years. Had a lot of success in that franchise, though, right? And so they won't stand for it. But with Brian Daboll, it's such a funny thing. Like, the NFL and life in general is such a fickle proposition, right? They lost 4 games leading by double digits, right?
Yep.
If they won those games, we wouldn't be having these conversations, right? So obviously there's some mishandling with what he's doing in in-game situations.
Right, for you to get a lead, for you to have a 10-point lead.
Exactly.
It's different if you get blown out, Kerry.
Yeah.
And you can't, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, they're just overmatched.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
all right,
and that's
we can accept that.
That's part of it, right? So operation-wise, something is off. But it just shows you the NFL, though, in my opinion. Like, I know Brian Daboll very well. He was He was working on the offense when I was there in New York. He came over with Mangini, and so I saw him come up from the ranks through the process. Really good guy, knows football, knows how to do it. He's developed quarterbacks like Josh Allen. Like, he can do those things. But when you're the main man, there's so much more like management and handling things, handling and knowing the tenor of your team. You have to remove yourself from your ego. And when I watch Brian Daboll, and you just talked about it, it's all about ego. He's trying to save his job.
Right.
He got his quarterback, the one that he wanted, and he was going to run him into the ground. And so the fact that he is gone, it makes sense to me. I never want to see it happen, but it makes sense.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Nobody's rooting for people to lose their jobs, but this is not, you're not a Supreme Court justice or a pope. Yeah. Everybody gets whacked. Rob G, how many times have I been whacked? I've been whacked, and I'll get whacked more times. Alex, forget about that.
You know what you're doing with that one. You're not fooling anybody.
What? I'm just saying. You know how many times they told me, Rob, give us your key and clicker? You know what I mean?
How many times,
the
Rob?
station.
How many times have you?
I've probably been fired about 5 or 6 times in my career. You know, and I just say, okay. I always say this, Rob G, on my way out. Is the producer all right? Does he have his gig? Is he cool? And they say, yeah, he's not going anywhere. Okay. I'll leave.
Okay.
Here's my address. Send me the rest of my money. And I leave. Okay? So I get it.
You don't kick over trash cans?
Nah, I'm not doing all that.
None of that
Nah.
slamming papers and
That's
knock over the pens on the way out?
So when you look at me and you say this guy has survived 40 years, next year's 40 years,
40.
January 6th, 1986 is when I started my career.
Ooh.
40 years coming up in less than 2 months.
You got to have some good relationships then.
Got to have relationships. You have to be able to take it on the chin sometimes, even if it's not your fault, even if things, you know what I mean? Like sometimes people make decisions.
Yeah.
In this case, Brian Daboll could be a great guy. Nobody's talking about him as a father and a husband and a guy or you want to have a beer with.
Yeah.
But as a head football coach, no. and it was obvious at the end. And again, I said it 2 weeks ago. And now you look at him where he is. And that medical tent thing did play because remember the Giants got fined big by the NFL, and so did he get fined because that was when it became obvious that he was looking out for number one.
And you know what's crazy about this? He got his quarterback right. This was the quarterback he went to bat for, and the GM Joe Shane was like, no, this is Brian Daboll's pick. Like he was trying to clear himself from any of
now, right.
And now he's the guy that's still standing, which is that part doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. And they claim like I saw the press release something like they feel like they got the roster or whatever, but I was like, I don't know. There's been a lot of mistakes. I don't know how he's still around after the Saquon's not on the team and Daniel Jones. So just think about that.
Yeah.
That right there should disqualify you as GM. You don't have either one of those guys. You mishandled both of them, right? And both of them are gone. So how in the world can you look at this guy or look him in the face and think that he's done a great job there? It's terrible.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of bad owners and bad management. It's just a lot.
It all starts there, Rob.
It does.
It all starts at the top.
I've always said that. The Lions haven't not won a Super Bowl ever by accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not by accident. It's because you just haven't done the right things or hired the right people.
Yeah.
The Jets have been bad since Moby Dick was a guppy. It's because you've had
Not
the
true.
wrong people.
Not true. We had a run there in the 2000s.
I remember that. We're still having a run. All right, 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. Did Brian Daboll deserve to get whacked in New York, as the mobsters would say?
Oh, yeah.
He got whacked.
Swim with the fishes.
And do you think that he mishandled Jaxson Dart? We'll continue the conversation next with you. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. It is the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington. And you know what you need to do, because I'm hyped on this Monday. Stick and stay.
Because if you're afraid of getting whacked, just remember what Rob Parker said.
Rob G, how many times have I been whacked? I've been whacked, and I'll get whacked more times.
So the Draymond podcast, new episode hasn't even dropped yet. This is just the teaser for the next episode. I think it comes out tomorrow. Was talking about Dak Prescott, and he had some choice words for the Cowboys quarterback. Take a listen.
Dak's a bum. Oh,
Dak's not a bum. He's an MVP candidate.
yeah, that's fine. He getting some numbers and they stink. Dak's a bum.
He's not a bum, dog. He's a
Dak's
really
a
good
bum.
quarterback.
No, he's a bum. They'll never win with that.
You're too smart and you know too much about football to say Dak Prescott's a bum.
I won 4 championships, Jordan. So you got to understand, when I say bum, I'm not saying Dak Prescott isn't a good NFL quarterback. Of course he's a good NFL quarterback. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying when the money's on the line, when it's for all the marbles, who are you? He a bum.
I totally disagree. I totally
what
disagree.
has he done in those moments? Been a bum.
He is.
He's been a bum in the moments, Jordan. When they had their best team, best offensive line in the league, they had all that to get to the playoffs, and he a bum.
But the story isn't fully written yet.
It's pretty written because now he's making $65 million and it's way harder to win. Like, you got to be so, like, Patty Mahomes good to be, like, that highly paid and still go win. Like, that's a very hard thing to do. Like, it's over.
These are the podcasts you're listening to. I'm dead serious. And this is a public service announcement to all sports fans out there.
Tap the mic, make sure it's on.
Is it on?
Let me see. Okay, we got you.
Turn these podcasts off. And Draymond with this new media crap my ass. He's a total hypocrite. Because if it was a journalist or somebody saying that about Dak, it would be the end of the world to call him a bum.
That's a fair point.
If you want to make the point, Kelvin, and break down that beating good teams or on the road and give me some numbers and facts, to get up there and say that Dak Prescott is a bum, it was like Shady McCoy on FS1, who called him ass on the air. Dude, really? And you guys are professional athletes who know what it takes to make it to that level and to perform, right? There's no reason. Stop listening to these guys. Draymond Green, new media. No, Draymond Green, untrained, unsophisticated, under-researched. It ain't about just your feelings on somebody and then to use the money thing. Really? Really? If that was somebody else saying Draymond Green don't deserve that,
right.
It would be like, oh, wow, a talented black man can't earn money playing basketball. That's what he would say. And instead, here he is. I'm not a Dak Prescott fan, and I'm talking about like thinking that he's going to win you all these Super Bowls, but I'm going to give you reasons why. Facts, numbers, figures. This is just off-the-cuff BS. Embarrassing. New media. He's the one criticizing the people, the debate shows and all this. They got an opinion. They didn't play and all this stuff. And they have the audacity to disrespect Dak Prescott and say he's a bum, and then, you know what I hate, use the flimsy qualifiers. First he calls him a bum, Kelvin, then he goes, well, I ain't saying he can't play. What is a bum?
You can't, yeah.
What is a bum? You can't say, I didn't say he's not a good NFL quarterback. Well, what's a bum? A bum means the worst of the worst. Come on, man. Dude, turn off these podcasts. If people aren't going to talk to you, a sports fan, and give you some real analysis, tell me why it's not enough just to have an opinion. Based on what? Why don't you like something? Why don't you like this player? Give me examples. Based on what? If you can't answer that question, you don't have an opinion. Not a valid one. I'm so tired. New media. See you over there, Kerry Rhodes.
That's it. That's his thing right there. He loves glow.
That's right. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington. Be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. You're probably watching us right now on YouTube. Simulcast. Watch the video of us. Just search Odd Couple FSR, YouTube again. That's Odd Couple FSR. Make sure you subscribe and do all that. Don't forget, coming up in about 7 minutes, Gary Myers, the author and longtime New York sports reporter. I used to work with Gary Myers at the Daily News in New York when I was a pup.
In 1987.
In 1987. Very nice, Alex. And we'll do
Alex got it.
Shekel City, Alex. You see my check?
God. Where's my music?
Where's my music?
We ain't.
I was 2-1.
No, better. It's better than that.
What?
Oh, yeah, yes. And a little player today. All that and much more. 877-99 on Fox. All right, Kerry, we got some calls. We're talking about Brian Daboll being fired. I think he mismanaged Jaxson Dart. That's the reason he should be fired, because putting that kid out there, having him design plays, call for him, lowering his shoulder into the defense, all that, and then trying to drag him out of the medical clearance tent, to get back in the game.
Anybody but Russell Wilson.
Exactly. Right.
We're gonna go to callers here. We got Big Lou from the Bronx. You're on with the Odd Couple. How you doing, man?
What's up, Big Lou?
Big Lou from the Boogie Down Bronx. How you guys doing, Bob?
What's happening?
Bob, you're like Nostradamus in terms of predicting the future, that you knew he was going to get kabonged. Hey, I could relate. I've gotten kabonged.
We all got kabonged. That's right.
But the thing about it is that you hit the nail on the head when you say it starts from the top, from the leadership, the ownership, and I can say that because I'm a long-time Jets fan, a long-time suffering Jets fan, I should say. And the last time the Jets were good wasn't when Moby Dick was a governor. It was when Methuselah was walking the earth.
Oh, wow.
All right, Big Lou. Hey, Big Lou, you're doing too much now. You're doing too much.
Hey, Big Lou, I will say this. I know it's hard to take Rex Ryan seriously with the big white teeth. I understand that. But they did go to back-to-back AFC championship
Thank you very
games,
much.
okay?
Yeah,
Am I right?
Yeah, we
yes,
did.
I'm Kerry, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so I'm just saying. You have to put on your sunglasses to talk to him?
I was about to. If he'd have gone one more little level up, I would have had to put the glasses on. But we're going to go see what Jalen
They look like chiclets to me. I'm just saying.
I ain't going there, Rob.
Right, I know.
Let's go to Jalen from Texas. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Long time listening, man. For real. Love y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All I want to say is, man, I agree with Rob, man. The fact that Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley not only had a good year, but they best years, you should get fired off that.
Right. 100%. It don't even make sense.
Nah.
He gets to stick around for what? Oh, well, he drafted some good players or whatever. Dude, get out of here. And take that coach you hired as well. Thanks for the call. 877-99 on Fox.
All right, we got Eric from Austin, Texas. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
What's up, Eric?
What up, Rob? What up, Kerry? How you guys doing, man?
Doing great. I told you this, Eric, 2 weeks ago. I told you he needed to go.
You did. Look, Rob, look. Looking at the outside, looking in as an Eagles fan, I'll just say this. Like, I thought Brian Daboll was going to get one more year. Kerry, you can understand this. I thought he was going to get one more year because he finally got his quarterback. He finally got his guy, right?
Yep.
So they're going to let him actually develop him. But, no, Rob, you're right. Brian Daboll has mismanaged a whole lot of things. But with that being said, I am honestly floored that Joe Shea still has a job.
That part.
Anybody who wants that hard knocks, Joe Shea should have been fired after that.
Thank you.
His son even told him he mismanaged this. Like, I don't know. How does that man still have a job?
Right. It don't even make sense. And you remember that? The owner saying, I really don't want to lose Saquon.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. If you're going to fire Daboll today, fire Joe Shane as well.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. It's a package deal.
There's no Shane in the Giants game. I'm just saying. No?
No, they didn't.
didn't fly?
They weren't rocking with that one at all.
Rob G. I mean, come on.
Rob G ain't messing with you right now.
I'm just dropping gems all over the place.
He's not messing with you right now. I see it.
You know why? Because he hasn't had a cupcake yet.
It's because you got a 28-minute intro. that literally says if you don't like the show, change. No, we don't want you to change the station. You can turn the volume down, but do not change the station.
All right, hey, change that then, Rob. How you gonna let him keep getting away with that?
He does it when I'm not even here. It's like, Alex,
me.
I'm gonna send you this clip. Just have it ready.
That's not me. That's Mike Tyson talking. All right. Well, let's get you caught up. Steve DeSager's at the anchor desk.
Hello, gentlemen. We do have the announcement of the American League Rookie of the Year for 2025.
Okay. I'm ready now.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know. I'm waiting to hear you tell
And
that.
why did you say hold on?
Because I was trying to put my glasses on so I could hear.
It's radio. We don't care. It's Nick Kurtz of the A's. He got all 30 first-place votes, and his teammate, A's shortstop Jacob Wilson, finished in second. Kurtz is a guy who's only 22. He was drafted in the top 5 just a year and a half ago out of Wake Forest. Struck out a ton, but had 36 homers, 86 RBIs, and batted .290. His teammate Wilson, who finished second, is a Southern California native, Thousand Oaks High School. He was drafted in the top 10 of the 2023 amateur draft from Grand Canyon University in Phoenix. As for Monday Night Football, the matchup is at Green Bay. We'll have temperature of about 30 degrees for this game tonight, with the Packers hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Packers wide receiver Matthew Golden is not active due to his shoulder, and the Eagles declared defensive back Jair Alexander out tonight. Also inactive center Cam Jurgens. We've got NBA play underway as late first quarter. The Hornets have taken the lead on the Lakers 34-29. Austin Reeves is back in the starting lineup. Luka Doncic with 13 points already in his first 9 minutes on the court. As for the college basketball top 25, there's a new number 1 already. It's Houston. Purdue dropped to number 2 despite having more first-place votes. The rest of the top 5, Connecticut, Duke, and Arizona, which beat defending champion Florida last week. UConn has a halftime lead of 50-27 against Columbia. There are 4 NHL games tonight. New Jersey, 11-4, is in action, already up 1-0 in the first against the Islanders. And some other NFL notes that Joe Burrow, the Bengals star quarterback, is out. He's been on injured reserve since mid-September with a toe injury, but he returned to practice on a limited basis today. And wide receiver Garrett Wilson of the Jets is going to miss 3 to 4 weeks with a sprained knee. And as you mentioned, the Giants fired head coach Brian Daboll. Back to you.
Wait a minute. What's the Columbia score against UConn?
It might as well be 100-2.
That's my alma mater, my second alma mater.
Are you going to be playing tonight?
I need to be with the way that score is, my
Maybe
God.
they'll only lose by 20 if
There
it's
you
6
go.
on 5.
Nah. Multiply that times 2, Steve. Whatever the score is, multiply it times 2.
All right, thank you. It is the odd couple, Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington on this Magic City Monday, and we're on YouTube Live. You know that. Aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. We say the holiday. Thanksgiving is what, 3 weeks away? I mean, come on. That's why you heard the turkey. That sounds like a turkey, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Aleve can help you forget the pain and make happy memories instead. Just one pill is all you need, and Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you can keep moving. Use as directed. Now let's welcome in a friend of mine, Gary Myers, longtime New York sports NFL reporter, insider, an author. He does all these great books. Gary, say hi to Kerry Rhodes. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Rob, Kerry, haven't seen you in a long time.
I know, Gary. It's been a while, man. Good to hear your voice, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Kerry?
Man, everything is great. Everything's great.
We got a couple things we want to ask you. First, tell us about your book. You got a new book, Brady versus Belichick.
Ooh.
The Dynasty Debate. And I know, is there a centerfold in there for Belichick's?
Oh, my goodness. Here you go.
Rob,
Gary, don't let him do it to you, Gary.
All right, Gary. Tell me about the book, though.
Yeah, I decided that, I was looking for an idea to do a new book. And I think this is one of the great unanswered questions of in this generation of the NFL is you have these two guys, both arguably the best in NFL history at what they did, and they were together for 20 years, got to 9 Super Bowls, won 6 championships. And who gets the credit, or who gets the most credit? They both deserve credit, obviously. But if you're going to split it up and give a percentage to each, how does that work? And so I took a deep dive into the 20 years and talked to 1 million people. And came to a conclusion. I mean, I had it in my mind, all along, and I think most people agree, it's Brady. But,
no, Gary,
okay.
It's not Brady. Oh my God, no, it's not Brady.
Good. See, that's the thing, Rob, is that it's an instant debate and argument, which is the whole purpose of writing this book. Is everybody has an opinion, but what I was going to say is for those of us who think it's Brady, obviously you're not one of them, which is fine. How do you split up the percentage? And I didn't take into account anything that happened before they got together in New England or after Tom left in 2020. I don't think
that should count. No, I agree with that. I agree with that part, but I don't know how you could look at when the Patriots were winning those Super Bowl. They had top 5 defenses. Yeah. Like seriously, like that's when they won the Super Bowl. Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl, and Gary, you know all the numbers.
Yeah.
His first Super Bowl carry, the whole postseason and Super Bowl, he had 1 touchdown that year, and he actually fumbled the ball to the Raiders. Mm-hmm. When they beat the Rams in that Super Bowl, Brady had no touchdowns and a pick. Yeah. Like that, those are 2 Super Bowls where he had 1 touchdown total.
Yeah.
Right? And if the defense doesn't stop Atlanta in that second half, Brady played well. Don't get me wrong, but they had to stop the Falcons at that point in order to even give them a chance. I just think that when people discount the defense during that time and some of those players, it's easy to give it to one when you can't give it to 9 or 10 guys who play defense.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, Gary.
I get it, and I certainly think the early portion of the dynasty was all Belichick.
Yeah.
Because, he drafted him in the 6th round. He probably wasn't going to get drafted at all. He was very instrumental in his development. He kept him as a 4th-string quarterback as a rookie, which no team keeps 4 quarterbacks in their active roster. And then when Bledsoe was healthy, 2 months after he got injured against the Jets in 2001, he stuck with Brady.
Right.
When he could have easily gone back to Bledsoe. And you're right. I mean, that was a defense and dominated team. They ran the ball really well.
And Adam Vinatieri, which we didn't mention, one of the greatest kickers. Gary, imagine if Adam Vinatieri missed 2 kicks.
Yeah.
Nobody would be talking about Tom. Like, that's how close it is. Like he missed 2 kicks to win Super Bowls. Yeah. And if you remember when they beat the Panthers?
Panthers, yeah.
When they beat the Panthers, you remember how the game-winning field goal was set up? The kicker kicked the ball out of bounds on a kickoff.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just saying, seriously.
Yeah, that's right.
But Brady, you have to give Brady credit because on that last drive in their first Super Bowl against the Rams, when John Madden is saying, play for overtime, and Belichick, tells Charlie Weiss on the sidelines to tell Brady, nothing stupid here, don't be a hero. And they called safe passes for him until they got it, about the 40-yard line. And, Brady was really good on that drive. I mean, he was great. And that's when we realized that there was something special about him. But they won that Super Bowl because they knocked the crap out of Marshall Faulk every time he touched the ball. And got away with a lot of stuff. That team was
averaging 35 points a game. They have, 13?
I don't know. It was the greatest
something
show
like
on
that,
turf.
Gary.
Yeah.
It was like that.
I'm trying to remember what the final score was. It was a 20-17, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that it all kind of turned in 2007 when they had the undefeated season. Belichick got caught up in the Spygate stuff. Tom threw 50 touchdown passes, which was on a record, and they come within, David Tyree's helmet of being the first 19-0 team in NFL history, and they would have been remembered as the greatest single-season team in NFL history. That's where I think the balance of power started to shift. 3 Super Bowls in, I think people realized this guy not only was better than Peyton Manning, but he was, at that point, at least as good as Joe Montana, and then subsequently surpassed him. So I think the 2007 season is really when everybody started taking notice of Brady, that he was an all-timer. And if you look at the first 3 Super Bowls, I give the first one probably to Belichick. The second one, the defense did not play well in the second one against Carolina, against Jake Delhomme, and they gave a bunch of points. The third one, the defense played great. The best player on the field for the Eagles was Terrell Owens.
With the broken leg. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So the defense played really well in that game.
Well,
and then I really thought the second half of the dynasty was all Brady. I mean, it was all Brady.
Well, let's go here. We got a couple New York
and I think
stuff going on.
Yeah, and of course, I think that debate will go on for a long time. But I want to switch it to the Giants, Gary, and obviously, Brian Daboll got the axe today, and I want to know. Obviously, there's the tenor in the room around that team. There's this could be totally different if they win the 4 games. They're up by double digits and all that. But I want to know if there's other things brewing that got him fired. But also, why is Joe Shane not on that train with him?
Right.
Well, that's a good question, and I think there's a lot of people asking that. And we know he's sticking around because the Giants announced he's leading the search for the new head coach.
Which is crazy to me.
Well, I mean, the way they explained it was they think the personnel is better. Listen, you can't use injuries as an excuse.
Yeah.
But the Giants have been, over the last 10 years, actually longer than that, ever since Tom Coughlin got hired here in 2004, and he basically said the injuries are a cancer and made it seem like it was something that, you can just rid the locker room of, rather than realizing that it does happen. Ever since that point, it's almost like the Giants are paying for that statement because they've been such an injured team for 20 years. But, they lost Malik Neighbors in the first game that Dart started, and Scadaboo went out a couple weeks ago in the game in Philly. So a lot of, like, that was like the trio that was going to lead the Giants to perhaps having a respectable record, and now Dart gets hurt yesterday, so they're without all 3 of them.
But, Gary, what about you saw it on Hard Knocks. I mean, not only did he get rid of Saquon, but also Danny Dimes. So I mean, I hear the injury thing, and you don't have guys, but even then, that was a decision right there that I thought was crazy bad. Even at the time, he goes to your division rival, helped them win a Super Bowl.
Well, yeah.
I mean that to me, I was good after that with him.
Well, Rob, absolutely. They should have kept Saquon, but realistically, Saquon was not running for 2,000 yards and winning a Super Bowl with the Giants.
Right.
He probably would have had about 800 yards after 10 or 11 games and then gotten hurt because that's what was happening. The Giants' offensive line isn't anything like Philadelphia's. If he had just gone somewhere other than Philly, I think Giant fans would have been okay with that. But the fact that he went to and helped him win the Super Bowl, is unforgivable. Daniel Jones had run its course here.
No, I'm not a Daniel Jones guy either, but I just it's hard for me to look at. I look at everybody as a package, kind of, and to throw one guy out and act like the other guy had nothing to do with it.
But that's not always how it works, Rob.
No, not always. Not always. I agree, not always. In this case, the Giants, to me, they just have been bad for a long stretch now.
Yeah.
All right, Gary, we got to run, but your book, I want to let everybody know they can get it anywhere, correct? Anywhere that online?
Any bookstores, Amazon, any of your other online services, and it's good to talk to you guys. Rob, you haven't had me on for a while, and Kerry, like I said before, I haven't seen you forever. I hope everything is good.
Yeah,
as good as it can be, hanging out with me for 3 hours. You know that, Gary.
Well, I know. Kerry, how's the acting career coming? Are you getting? Is that still something that
Gary?
you want to do?
It's going well. Acting, music, producing. All the stuff, man. All the stuff that I wanted to do.
He's a good actor because he acts like he likes me when he's here filling in for Kelvin. But, Gary, the new book is Brady versus Belichick, the Dynasty Debate. And, Gary, we'll have you on again. I want to have you on again, give you 10 clear minutes where me and you could just do a deeper dive into the debate about this.
And, Gary, message me on Instagram or social media, whatever you are, so we can stay in touch as well.
Okay?
That sounds great, Terry.
All right,
Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Gary Myers, one of the best, joining us here on The Odd Couple. And you won't believe what an NFL executive said about Jalen Hurts. Unbelievable. We'll continue that next. It is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
America.
have more confidence in the Broncos than ever before because they had no reason to win that game. They should not have won that game. Good teams find a way to win. I am now more convinced than ever that they're going to win the division. They're going to win the division and take it away from the Kansas City Chiefs, who coming in, they've owned that division, right, since Patrick Mahomes showed up. And now I am convinced Denver will win that division. And that is a great sign because it also means that there's a potential that the Chiefs might not even make the playoffs if Denver can beat them and put them in the spot where they are. Because remember, the Chargers are even ahead of the Chiefs. But I didn't go away from that feeling worse about Denver. I actually feel better about Denver. They had no business winning, and they did.
You're the only person on earth, including Sean Payton, Bo Nix, Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins, their running back, and every single person who's a Denver Bronco fan. How are you the one person who walked away from that feeling better? That's how I know you went home and watched your 25th time watching the reruns of Mason, of Matlock, of Golden Girls. There's no way you watched that game because that was terrible.
Did I not send you pictures of the game last night?
No, you just wanted him to buy the TV. That's all.
Yeah, no, I was watching.
You said, let me put a game on. He might tantalize and he might want the TV now.
No.
If I put Matlock on or Murder, She Wrote, he ain't going to want it.
I'm paying for Prime. Trust me, I'm watching the games.
No, all jokes aside, I hear what you're saying, and a win is a win. I get that. Like, we all have heard that. We know that. But there is a such thing as a win that we didn't even like. And when you start to have your coach, your quarterback, your running back, and other people come out and they're literally borderline crying that they feel bad for the defense. You heard Dobbins, man, we can't keep doing this to our defense. We can't keep – I feel bad. We owe them so much more. They keep playing great. We keep making them have to go out there and make play after play after play. And they have looked bad throughout the season and been a very confusing team. And also, I think what's making it more troubling, Rob, and again, I get what you're saying, win is a win. They're 8-2. The troubling thing is they were 10-7 last year. Bo Nix as a rookie, Sean Payton, he and him, their first year together. You thought they were going to take a bigger step year two. They actually have taken steps backwards. The offense has regressed. Bo Nix looks worse. He's making more turnovers, making bad possessions, having bad drive after bad drive. And they've played the sixth easiest schedule. Sixth easiest schedule this season. So a lot of those wins are against bad teams. And I also say, I hear what you're saying about winning the division. However, when you look at the rest of their schedule, this is where it gets tricky for the Broncos, Rob, and why I get their frustration. One hand, hey, you applaud, we got to win. The reason why they're frustrated, Rob, is because they're saying next game for them, the 16th, they play the Chiefs. Then coming up a couple games later, they play the Packers. Then they play the Chiefs again. Then they close out against the Chargers. So they still have some big games against the same two teams that are near.
All they got to do is
go.
All they got to do is split those. They don't have to go 4-0.
Right, but I'm saying the idea is you're ready to play them.
Yeah, but you can play better. They have a bye, right? And then they're gonna. And then
but
they play.
You haven't. I think this is where Rob Parker sees it as. Oh, we're just winning. They're saying we're not playing good enough to beat the Chiefs. So we have to play them twice.
That's where I disagree. I don't think that those games are the same compared to the teams that they've played. You talked about the weak schedule. And sometimes that happens, but it tells you how good they are that they couldn't, because they're teams who have lost to really bad teams, right? Where there was no business they should have lost. So like when the Jets.
There's no way you watch the Broncos and think that I'm not saying they can't have a great defense. That is, we all came into the season knowing that.
But that's the part that I like, and they can only get better. They can't play worse than they've played. The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington.
The shorter shorts, tight pants, tighter pants.
All right, hey, Kerry, it's time for the play of the day.
Detroit tosses it.
Gets right side, inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit Lions, 44 yards. Yes, sir. Jahmyr Gibbs putting together a day, and the Lions have opened up that lead. It is now 41-16.
I just threw up in my mouth. Oh, the Detroit Lions radio network.
Oh, my goodness. There you go. Man.
The play of the day.
Yeah.
Is brought to you by TireRack.com. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And Kerry, I should be sticking out my chest because it's time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Did I do that? Did I do that?
Did I do that?
I did do that. And guess what? Friday night, I was 3-0.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
That brings my total up to 67 and 61 on the year.
Yeah.
And now let's go to the night. I got my best bet. I got the Milwaukee Bucks minus 2.5. They're in Dallas taking on the Mavericks. I got Wemby and the Spurs minus 4.5. Everyone knows it's Wemby.
Oh, I forgot about that. No.
Yes, Wemby and the Spurs. Get that ready again.
What'd you say his name was, Rob?
Wemby. Everyone knows it's Wemby. One more time. Go ahead, Elijah.
No.
What's his name?
No.
Wemby. Here we go. Everyone knows it's Wemby.
Oh, my goodness.
Love it.
No.
Spurs minus 4.5 in that game. Taking on the Bulls in Chicago. The Bulls are pretty good this year
They
so
are
far.
playing well.
And I got the Eagles +1. They're in Green Bay. It looks cold in Green Bay, doesn't it?
Ooh, yes, it is.
I
It's
have
football
covered-
weather, they say. That's what they say.
I covered plenty games there because when I was in Detroit with the Lions and going there
It's
once a year.
1987.
I've been covering the NFL since 1987. Yes. Thank you, Alex. So again, Eagles +1. Wemby and the Spurs minus 4.5. Everyone knows it's Wemby. And the Bucks minus 2.5, taking on the Dallas Mavericks. And remember this, Kerry. I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you
who
I
bet
bet
on.
on.
There
No
you
doubt
go.
about it.
Yeah.
All right. Rob G., how in the world this executive who came out and he still does not trust Jalen Hurts. How is this even possible?
Yeah, the Eagles about to kick off here in about 20 minutes, and The Athletic Mike Sando, the Athletic, friend of the show, caught up with an anonymous executive to say, hey, now that we're about halfway through the season, how are you handicapping the NFC playoff race?
Yeah.
When they got to the Eagles, this exec said, and of course anonymous, the Rams have Stafford, the Lions got Goff, the Seahawks got Darnold. I trust all of those guys more than Jalen Hurts. That's why I can't put them near the top of the conference.
What a joke that is. Trust them based on what? Jalen Hurts has played in 2 Super Bowls and played very well in both.
Phenomenal.
He could be 2-0, okay?
Yeah.
What are you talking? Please tell me what possibly Sam Darnold did other than wet the bed in the 2 biggest games of the year last year.
Yeah.
Please tell me, who else did he have?
Goff.
Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford.
Jared Goff got to the Super Bowl. He was so good that the Rams couldn't wait to trade him out. He didn't go to the Lions because the Lions lucked out and got him. They didn't want him here.
No, they sent him to Siberia on purpose. That's what they thought they were
when
doing.
they sent him, they thought he was going to NFL Siberia.
Yes.
He must be talking about Goff's last playoff game against the Commanders. Maybe that's what he trusts him about.
Is it that game when he had 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions, and a fumble, right? That's the game you trust him in. And then Stafford, for all the love for Matthew Stafford, Sikorsky Tart is one interception. You saw it in the NFC Championship game. It was right to him.
Yeah, that was
he
bad.
saved Matthew Stafford's bacon. I'm still sick over it.
We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is.
Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger,
Bolder.
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
The National League Rookie of the Year is Braves catcher Drake Baldwin. He won at 21 votes to 9, finishing second according to the writers. Cubs pitcher Cade Horton, who went 11-4 this year. Baldwin had 19 homers, 80 RBIs. The American League Rookie of the Year from the A's, Nick Kurtz. He got all 30 first-place votes. A's shortstop Jacob Wilson finished second. The big MLB award results continue this week. Tuesday, Managers of the Year. Wednesday, we'll find out the Cy Young winners. Thursday, the MVPs. Former Cubs pitcher Kyle Hendricks is retiring. The Padres officially introduced new manager Craig Stammen, and the Giants hired former manager Bruce Bochy as a special advisor. The Monday Night Football matchup has Green Bay hosting Philadelphia, temperature about 30 degrees there. The New York Giants fired head coach Brian Daboll. He'd been there 3+ seasons. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Man, oh man, hour number 2 here on the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington. Aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. The holidays are here.
It's
Kerry,
here.
there's only 7 weeks left to the year or something like that.
Man, it's insane.
It is.
Crazy.
We got so many holidays on the way. A leave, though, can help you forget the pain and make happy memories instead with just one pill. A leave provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you can keep moving. Use as directed. Don't forget, coming up in about 28 minutes, TJ Houshmandzadeh, the former Pro Bowl wide receiver and co-host of Up On Game on Fox Sports Radio. He will join us and break down some of the football from over the weekend and on Sunday and whatnot. So we'll do that and much more. Rob G, something just happened that you mentioned to me in the Lakers Hornets game, right?
Yeah, Rob. Now, you know that I love old people doing stuff, and a big reason for that is that my favorite decade of all time is the 60s, for reasons I will not disclose.
I was about to say,
on the radio.
disclose that, Rob J. I need to know
and
why.
So we're watching the Lakers and the Hornets here on the TV before Monday Night Football kicks off. And you know I love the Snowtime Lakers. Big fan of everything they do. The real exciting whites, the Lakers.
There you go, yes. I like it.
But in this game, at about 7:55 p.m. Eastern time, we may have broken a record this century for the most Caucasian players on the floor at any one point. In this case, the Lakers only had 2, which was shocking. But at one point in the first quarter of this game, Austin Reeves, who is a white, Jake LaRavia, who is a white.
Who is a white? What are you
Ryan
saying?
Kalkbrenner, who is a white.
Who is a white?
Liam McNeely, who is a white. And Con Knipple, who is a white. All shared the floor at the same time. Rob, when's the last time you watched an NBA game and half of the players on the floor were white?
I'll give you a better one, and I'm trying to find it, okay? And I remember watching the NBA on CBS.
Oh, that was 1972 for sure.
Like, it was like, I think I was in high school or something. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's the Celtics are playing the Utah Jazz. So you already got the 2 teams,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
And Tommy Heinsohn used to do the color. Dick Stockton was the play-by-play guy.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Heinsohn, the Celtic great, was the color guy. And he says, hey, it was the end of a game of a blowout. So they emptied their benches, and there were 10 white players on the court at one time.
They didn't want to leave the game. They wanted to see
They were
that,
all right.
that event happen.
And
right?
Tommy Heinsohn says, press the record on your VCR. This will be the last time you ever see 10 white players on the court in the NBA game at the same time. I swear, he knew it. I say it was like 1982 or something. I'm trying to find it on YouTube if somebody has that game. But I remember it vividly. and it was a blowout. They emptied the benches, put all the way. I think they did it by design because they put all these guys. But it's Utah and Boston. So those teams were loaded with white players.
That would make sense. Yeah. You should have bookmarked that event. You should know exactly the time and the place.
I was trying to see if somebody had that on YouTube, but I can't find it.
No, can't find it. I don't think it really happened, Rob, unless we see it.
All right, Rob G. There was somebody who people have just want to be right. Like they want to be right that they think Caleb Williams can't play.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't know, a marching order, what's the right word? A narrative that has just been out there no matter what. John Middlecoff is a former scout, right? I heard him say that he hadn't progressed at all in the last two, like at all. This was like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I just looked at that and said, what? I hadn't progressed at all? Wow. Then what's that guy's name? Is it Dan Kelly? That crazy scout, ex-scout?
A friend of the show, Daniel Kelly.
Yes, we need Daniel Kelly back on. He said he was a bust. Like he what did he say? He said he's going to be a bust and he's a bust or something. We had him back on.
A pre-draft grade is bust, which was great.
Right. And I'm like, and then I
You're
guess
just mad you didn't think of that, Rob.
What?
Yeah, pre-draft grade is bust. You wish you would have thought of that. That would have been a good column.
And then he also, Rob G, was coming up with stats to say,
to support his
thing.
Yeah.
Even now, even with the wins and 6-3 record and the comebacks, he's still chiming with this stuff. And I'm like, how could you use that term bust, right, when you have Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell? Those are busts.
Yeah.
How can you even put Caleb Williams in that conversation with those guys? And Kerry, I just Rob G, he played well. Can you just with the Bears beating the Giants yesterday?
Yeah, I'm people who thinks that Caleb Williams is not very good.
Right.
So full disclosure, I'm not a fan of his.
But you're not. You don't think he's a bust?
No,
though?
I just don't think he's. I think he's a middle of the road quarterback.
Okay.
So that's so. But anyways, I had to eat some crow because Rob was texting us hard in the group chat.
You know I was.
Caleb
yesterday.
Williams had another comeback win, his 4th of the season, his 5th. Since the end of last season, both the most in the NFL.
7-3 in his last 10 games.
7-3. He's looking really, really good. Now, his passing numbers, 20 of 36, 220 touchdown, not great, but his receivers were credited with 6 drops. So take that into account.
In the middle of the game, there was one throw he threw in the end zone. Did you see that one? Rob G.
Zacchaeus just right off his hands.
Yeah. Like I'm not. It would have been a great catch, yeah. But was it catchable for an NFL wide receiver? Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But where he really showed out and where he really made his money was in the 4th quarter, especially with his legs. 52 yards on the ground in the 4th quarter, including the game-winning touchdown run. After the game, had his head coach Ben Johnson speaking glowingly of his quarterback.
He looks like a Houdini back there in the backfield because, like I said, that's a really good pass rushing front that they've given a lot of teams fits. I think Burns is leading the NFL in sacks, and so there are times where he's trying to escape and making some things happen. He had a couple throws down the field, but like you said, over 50 yards again rushing for the second week in a row. And I thought in the 4th quarter there, we really needed that as a shot in the arm to end up winning that ball game. So credit to him.
No doubt about it. One of his teammates yelled greatness in the background, which was cool. You know what I mean? He got the game ball, and he just put his head down and worked. He's not listening to all the noise. And there's just an anti, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. A lot of people don't like him because he's a different cat.
That's all.
And you notice in football, they want you to be the same. They want you to be a robot.
Yeah.
They want you to live and breathe football. Nothing else matters. They don't want you to paint your nails.
Yeah.
They don't want you to cry to your mom. All that. It should be about, can you play?
Yeah.
Like nothing else. I just don't understand. You can talk about the Bears haven't had a quarterback since Sid Luckman, okay? Like, they've had a quarterback forever and a day.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to just sit here and keep Cam Newton was spouting today, you shouldn't be down. Well, which one is it? When Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay didn't have a lot of comeback victories because he was always ahead, they used that as he can't come back.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tom Brady had a lot of comeback. They used that as a positive. Oh, look, Tom Brady, man, when push comes to shove, he always bails out the team.
Right.
Which one is it? Caleb doesn't throw interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you force him, he stayed. And I watched. He was in the pocket.
Yeah.
And when he had to get out of the pocket, he got out of the pocket and made big plays. I think he's developing nicely. I'm not saying he's the next coming of anybody. I just think that he's progressing nicely. What don't you like from the stuff that you see?
Well, Rob, he's a victim of expectations, right? I mean, people were saying he was going to be the best draft prospect at the quarterback position since whoever the last great was, right? That's what
since the Louisiana Purchase was in escrow.
Right. So he's fallen victim to that. But also he's fallen victim to the thing that you just said, and I think you hit it on the head, is people don't like him. They think he's different. He isn't the quarterback from your grandfather's day when he got the bloody face and he got the picture of his elbow all scraped up and he's gritty and he's the guy that can go win you a game that way. He's not that guy. He's a guy that, like you said, he's progressed, I think, at a pace that people thought is a little bit slow for their taste. And that's fine. But when your head coach, who openly criticized you at the beginning of the year, has changed his tenor on you and said, no, he's progressing at a really nice rate right now, and we like what he's doing. And now the teammates are speaking openly about him as well.
Yes.
Now, he's won over their locker room, and he has the goods to get it done.
I don't know. You know this, Kerry. You got games you're about to lose.
Yeah.
And this dude is coming up with big throws and winning games.
Yeah.
Winning.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. Sports has a short menu. Wins and losses, nothing else. Kerry, you don't leave the locker room during your Jets days or Cardinals days and go, well, good thing we only lost by 5. Nobody, because I hear people say that. Well, they're getting better. Yeah, they only lost by 5. No. It's only about winning and losing. That's the only thing you care about.
No moral victories here, Rob.
Right.
You just can't do it. But again, yeah, it's about him being better, and I think he's getting that recognition where it really matters. That's from the people that are close to him every day on the day in and day out basis. They know he's putting in the work. Obviously, there are things he can get better at. We know that. But at this point,
no one's saying he's a finished product at all.
But at this point,
it's only his second year and the first year with a new coach.
And his numbers, if you look at his numbers, they're right up there with anybody else you would want to throw in. Right now, I'll go out on the limb right now and tell you this, if you guys are listening. He's playing better than Bo Nix.
Thank you.
If people were giving Bo Nix all this credit last year and he was okay,
yep.
Let's talk about how bad he's been this year.
And he has.
Caleb Williams has been better than him right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And you look at it, you can say whatever you want. Nobody last year said Jared Goff feasted on all those bad teams in the AFC South last year and put up all those numbers.
Yeah.
Nobody tried to discount it.
Yeah.
Nobody ever discounted Tom Brady playing against the AFC Least. Sorry about that, Kevin. I'm sorry
this is the last time, Rob.
I'm just saying.
This is it.
Nobody said, we shouldn't count Brady's wins because he's playing against the AFC Least and Buffalo and the Jets and Miami. Those are 6 wins every year without even trying.
Yeah.
So how can you do this now to Caleb? It just doesn't make sense to me.
They're doing this, Rob.
Yeah, moving the goalposts. Stop it already.
Yeah.
877-99 on Fox. I'm not ready to drink anybody's bathwater, okay? It's not that kind of a love thing.
Oof. I mean, I don't care how much I love you. I ain't drinking your bathwater either.
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers had some beautiful balls.
Oh, my God.
Not on Sunday night, because, my God, they were terrible.
Oh, man, he looked old.
He did.
And that's
bad.
my guy. You know.
No, he looked bad.
He looked bad.
Thank you, Aaron Rodgers.
That's right. Thank you. But are you a believer in Caleb Williams? Where are you? The monkey sang it, I'm a believer.
That's right.
I'm a believer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Can you find that? Yeah, I'm a believer.
I'll look for it.
If I try. If
I try. Yes. Yes. Are you a believer or not? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes right here on Fox Sports Radio.
There it is.
Fairy tale.
Come on,
That's
Alex.
right. Else but up for me. This is for Kaya. Here we go.
Whoa.
But
when
it comes to Caleb,
Now
I'm a believer.
Yeah. Hey.
That's out of my mind. All right, we got to do a song during the commercial. All right. It is The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, stick and stay.
Because what, Rob?
Because I'm a believer.
What's up, buddy? What you got here?
Oh, that's amazing.
Unbelievable. Was it Sean?
Yeah.
Okay. And when I saw his toss, now I'm a believer.
Yep.
Let me see. And not a trace. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Rob G, family members have just lost it when it comes to their family being, stars in the league now and them having these social media platforms. I think it has more to do, and I'm going to say this, not just the idea that you have a platform to say something, but I do believe like where the money is in athletics and sports, people feel like that the kid can't get hurt. Do you know what I mean? Right. Like in the old days, you could get cut or, you know what I mean, or a team move off of you or something. Whereas now that makes so much money, I think they're empowered by that. My son signed a 6-year, $150 million contract. I can say whatever I want, right? I really believe that the money has something to do with it. But, Rob G., we had another example of that with the Chicago Bears.
That's right. Roma Dunze's dad.
Rome. Say it again.
Roma
Dunze.
Okay, go ahead. Gesundheit.
That boy good, too, bro.
He's really freaking good.
He is.
He's the Bears' #1 receiving option, but he had an off game last week in their shootout win over Cincinnati. First time in his NFL career he was held without a catch. He was only targeted 3 times. And so after the game, his father, James, went crazy on social media. He was reposting posts saying that they should trade Rome to a team that will actually throw to him. Another post declared that Rome should be seeing at least 10 targets per game. So it was a big firestorm in Chicago. And today, his son had to answer for his dad's tweets. Take a listen.
I don't make a big deal out of it. You know, obviously he has his opinions, I have mine, and he feel like he needs to voice those things on social media. But, you know, that's his prerogative. But, he speaks for himself. I speak for myself.
Kelvin, where are you on this?
Man, let me go here. One of the things that we all had this, Rob G, Rob Parker, Alex, everybody had that cousin, that sibling, or that best friend that when you hang out the ballpark, you're playing some pickup hoops, or you go to the club, they always were the ones writing the checks that they couldn't cash, and now you got to be in the middle of it. Like, oh, shoot, you done said something to him, you talking smack to her, you're doing this to him. And to me, that's what a lot of times what's happening now with the advent of social media with some of these parents, some of these friends, some of these girlfriends, wives, husbands, whatever, is that they start to write the checks that they can't cash. And what I mean by that is Dad can go crazy with the Twitter fingers, right? Say this, say that. And I get it. It's coming from a loving place. You want the best for your son. You love your son. You probably trained your son, all that. Problem is, when you start saying any and everything, now I got to defend it. It's coming to my social media. I'm getting at it. I got to go in the locker room. Does Caleb Williams look at me differently? Like, have you been whispering something to your dad? Are you pillow talking with your girl, with your dad? Are you saying stuff? And then you got to go say, no, that's his opinion. That's not mine. And when this keeps happening repeatedly, it ends up falling on the player. You're doing more damage to the player when you openly criticize regularly, routinely. Look, I get it. We can all have a frustrated moment. We now have the ability to get our thoughts out there. You had to just yell at a TV or yell at your dog or yell at your sibling, your spouse or somebody. Now you can get on the phone and go on Instagram. You can go at the trolls. You can go back at them. And I think sometimes we forget that ends up being detrimental to whoever the person is in your life. In this case, his son. Because now I got to field questions, Rob. Now I got to look, wonder if my teammates looking at me differently. Now I got to go back and forth all day. And to me, it's just there's no gain from it. There's no win from it. It's going to hurt you. It's going to make you look bad. And it's going to potentially hurt your son or your daughter, whoever the athlete is. And there's no upside. So I know it's difficult because we have the technology to respond to people. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, as hard as it may be, because now it all comes on him. And week in, week out, he's going to have to come up with questions. And now we see it with some other. T. Morant, John Morant's dad, get into it with Shannon Sharp. They about to scrap. They doing this. It's just too much can happen, and there's no real gain when you're doing this to me.
I think it's terrible. And I don't have kids. I couldn't imagine embarrassing my son or daughter, by going out and speaking out, especially when you consider the numbers that he's already put up this year. He leads, right, Rob G? We talked about earlier. He leads in almost in almost every category. It was a bad game or whatever, and it ain't coming off. The Bears got shut out 8-0, and he didn't get any balls or whatever. They actually won the game and put up 47 points, and that's the game, right, that you're going to speak out as a win. That put them at 5-3 and a big-time comeback win. And then he has to answer. And I don't care. He could say, that's my dad. I have nothing to do with it or whatever. Dude, you know that people are like, he texting his dad, whining like
that's
whining.
Where the trouble comes in.
The Odd Couple. There we go. Coming up, it is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. And you can watch us simulcast right now. Do it! That's right. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, TJ Houshmandzadeh coming up in 7 minutes. That and much more. We're talking about Caleb Williams. Some people just the anti-Caleb stuff is ridiculous. He's played well. He continues to progress and whatnot. So much so that I think we should make a hit song for him. And then I saw his toss. I'm a believer and not a trace of doubt. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't. Thanks, Gary.
I got
That's
you, brother.
Gary in the background. I'm a believer. Are you a believer? That's what we're asking. 877-99 on Fox. Rob Parker's greatest hits. We got to put it out.
And we're not talking about believers in our music and our sound.
Yes,
we're talking about Caleb Williams here.
Caleb Williams.
We got Will from Wisconsin. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
What's going on, Rob? What's going on, Kelvin?
What's up, baby?
Carrie's in today.
Oh, Kerry, I'm so sorry.
No, you're okay. You're good. You're good.
But absolutely, it's exciting, right, to see a team kind of inhabit a space where they, hadn't kind of enjoyed in some seasons. And, after the death or the passing there of Miss Virginia, for a lot of fans or consumers there, the Bears, it's kind of, what direction is the team going to take, heading out to Arlington Heights and all that stuff. But Caleb is actually answering a question, right? He's definitely the Bears quarterback, and for the first time in years, right, the Bears aren't led by a defensive presence.
Right.
They're more led by that offense.
Yep.
And so he's doing his job. Let's just hope that the Bears as an organization, I mean, Ryan Poles, I think he's doing good right now. Certainly his position there as GM is a little bit better than one of the guys that we were kind of listening to here out of the Giants, but definitely exciting to see, and definitely with like the Commanders and some of those other teams not really playing well, somebody's got to do it. So it's good to see Caleb and those Bears do that, but let's see how that shapes up for the rest of the North. And
no doubt. All right, thank you, appreciate it. 877-99 on Fox.
We got Andre from Massachusetts. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, I'm not selling my Caleb Williams stock just yet based on the fact how he's played this year. What are the Bears? 6-3 in the hunt in a very competitive NFC North, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's not lighting the world on fire with his stats, but he's leading the Bears to meaningful victories and getting them back on track to be in the playoff conversation. Along with that, I do feel that the talented quarterback class that he was a part of, that plays a factor. He's a competitive guy. We look what Drake May is doing here in New England, how people are talking about MVP with his, putting him in that conversation. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders have fallen off the pace a little bit. But I feel Caleb, he wants to reclaim that status he had when he came into the NFL as he was the preeminent quarterback amongst all those three talented guys. And he's lost a little bit of footing, but I think now he's trying to get it back. And if he can get the Bears into the playoffs and then beyond that, show well in the playoffs, that's going to reset the conversation. I think that's what he's getting at. I'm keeping my Caleb Williams stock. Thanks for taking the call.
No doubt. Appreciate it. 877-99 on Fox.
All right, who we got? We got Leo from New York City. You're on with the Odd Couple. Leo.
Well, God bless.
Yep.
Hey, guys. God bless Andres because I am not buying any Caleb Williams stock right now. I'm more in line with Rob G. I feel like the guy is probably going to be a decent quarterback. But, Rob, when you talk about everybody hates him, I feel like, if anything, everybody's trying to force into us the idea that he's great. I mean,
nobody's saying great
TV,
yet.
But, Rob, on TV, Nick Rice loves him. Danny Parkins loves him.
Danny Parkins is from Chicago, right, Indy? I get that.
Well, I'm just telling you, Stephen A. Greenberg, Dan Orlovsky, if you're a quarterback, he loves you automatically. So everybody on TV, all the shows that I watch, they all love him. So there's the idea that everybody hates on him.
Nah, there's a lot of guys out there that I've heard that aren't into him at all. So I hear you, Leo. We got Jola.
We got Jola. Is that Joe? L.A. Jola from Dallas. You're on with the Odd Couple.
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up, Jola?
Good?
How are you?
What's up, Kerry? Hey, I'm doing good, man.
All is good, man.
Forget what they're saying. Caleb Williams is doing just well. Hey, he's leading his team back to winning games when Bo Nix does it. They don't say anything about Bo Nix.
That's what I said.
Right.
That's what I said, Jola.
Hey, and then listen to the durability. Look at J.J. McCarthy getting hurt. The dude on the Giants getting hurt. The dude on the Washington Commanders.
Right. Everybody,
he's durable. He's playing around like he's playing rugby, and he plays quarterback, catching touchdown passes. Joe Burrow getting hurt. He playing it. And then this is my last point here. I've been alive watching football for 25, 29 years. Hey, what is the Bears want? And they got a quarterback now. They're like the Browns in NFC. Like, they're not doing anything. They haven't won anything. So they got a quarterback. They need to relax. They just don't like that he's, these Gen X kids, they crazy, but hey, I know. That's just what they don't like, the social media and stuff, but he's good, and he's a good quarterback.
Hey,
if he was on the Browns, they would have loved that.
And Jola, here's the best part. He should have a song for him. That's how good Caleb has been. I'm just saying. And then I saw his toss. I'm a believer. My, I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave him if I tried. All right. I know Neil Diamond's probably mad somewhere.
Oh,
right?
he would have been.
Oh my God.
He would have been upset about that rendition for sure.
Yes, Neil Diamond did write that song, not the Monkees.
That's right.
All right, let's get you caught up with Mr. Steve DeSager.
Monday Night Football's underway. Hey there, it's Green Bay hosting Philadelphia. Scoreless mid-first quarter. Packers had the ball first, drove down inside the Philadelphia 40, but a sack pushed them back, and they wound up punting. Now Philly is on its first drive of the night. Temperature about 30 degrees for this one. The Giants fired coach Brian Daboll, but general manager Joe Shane stays. The interim coach is now offensive coordinator Mike Kafka. The New York Giants record over the past 2.5 years is 11-33, including 2-8 this season. In 2022, Daboll was named NFL Coach of the Year. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow hopes to return on Thanksgiving for a game at Baltimore. He's on IR with a toe injury. He returned to limited practice today. Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson could miss at least 3 to 4 weeks with a sprained knee. Linebacker for Denver Alex Singleton played last Thursday night, then had surgery on Friday for testicular cancer to have a tumor removed. Washington head coach Dan Quinn is taking over defensive coordinator duties also now. Washington's lost 5 straight. They'll play in Madrid this Sunday against the Dolphins. Commanders defensive lineman Deron Payne was suspended 1 game for throwing a punch yesterday. To the NBA, the Lakers, with a record of 7-3, are leading at Charlotte 76-67. Luka Doncic with 23 points, and Austin Reeves returned to the starting lineup for LA after a strained groin. He scored 17 points in the first half. It's early third quarter at Detroit. Cade Cunningham, 21 points. Pistons lead the Wizards 67-63. Washington 1-9 this season. The late game will have the Clippers hosting Atlanta in a couple hours. The new number 1 team in men's college basketball is Houston. Purdue dropped to number 2 despite having more first place votes. Among the 4 NHL games tonight, Rangers lead 4-1 over Nashville late second period. The American League Rookie of the Year is Nick Kurtz of the A's. He got all 30 first place votes. A's shortstop Jacob Wilson finished second. The National League Rookie of the Year is Braves catcher Drake Baldwin. He won at 21 votes to 9. Finishing second was Cubs pitcher Cade Horton, who went 11-4. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes here on Fox Sports Radio. And now let's welcome in TJ Houshmandzadeh, the former Pro Bowl wide receiver and co-host of Up on Game. What up, TJ? How are you?
Man, I'm good, fellas. How y'all doing?
Man,
we're doing great.
Hanging in there, TJ.
Well, TJ, Kerry and I are so excited, especially me. I'm a believer with Caleb Williams that I had to make a song for him. So here we go, just for Caleb Williams. I'm a believer. I'm in love.
TJ.
Hey, Rob, you crazy.
Yeah.
Rob, you crazy.
TJ, my issue here is people keep moving the goalposts. Oh, why does he have to come from behind? Dude, it's about winning games. And he continues to progress. People were saying just 2 weeks ago he hadn't progressed at all from last year. I disagree with that. I think there's a lot of anti-Caleb people out there who hope that he fails or doesn't want to see him succeed. I think he's progressing nicely. Where are you on his play of late?
Man, you'd be blind if you say he isn't progressing. Number one, they're a lot better record-wise than they were last year, so that right there is proof within itself. He willed them to the victory yesterday.
Yes.
Like that scramble, it didn't look like he was even going to get outside. He gets outside and goes down the sideline, scores a winning touchdown. But the people that don't believe he's improved or he's improving, keep believing that. Does it matter what people think and say? Because ultimately it's going to boil down to one thing, results. As long as he can get results in the win column, keep talking.
TJ, I want to talk about...
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
I've always said it, TJ. sports has a short menu. It's wins and losses. You can talk about all the other stuff you want.
Yeah.
And he's playing better, though.
Yes.
He's for sure playing better.
Yeah, for sure playing better. TJ, I want to talk about a team that needs to play better, and that's your former team, the Bengals. And
my God,
the reports out right now that Joe Burrow's back at practice, and he's trying to aim to play that Thanksgiving Day game against the Ravens. Do you think he should be rushing back to get back to this mess right now?
If we can win one of these next couple games,
yeah.
I mean, I was told that he was going to come back sooner than many expected. If our defense wasn't so ass, I mean,
that's what I'm
he'd be
saying.
right there, and we need him.
Yeah.
I mean, at this rate, I'm going to just keep it a buck. Kerry, you've been training. You can go out there and help us.
I know. Hey, I thought about it. Hey, they giving those contracts out right now to those safeties. It's crazy.
You could go and let up 4 touchdowns and easily, right?
Straight up. I mean, you can't do any worse. But I feel like if Flacco can win one or both of these next 2 games, just Joe coming back is going to bring an energy to the team and excitement to the fans, and so you always for that. But if we're out of the playoff picture, I don't see the point, man. It's really get healthy and make sure you can go into the off season healthy again. And it's just unfortunate, man. I've never seen nothing like this, man. Like, if you look at the numbers, they're on pace to be the worst defense in the history of the league. And this is, at some point, we gotta have pride in what we do, man. Have pride in what we do. You can be bad, but damn, the worst.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that game to the Jets, that was it.
Yeah, that
right?
was the one.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That was it.
Nah, that wasn't it.
That wasn't it?
After the Jets.
Which one?
Nah.
It was the one after?
The
Bears game, that was even worse, huh? I'm just that the Jets haven't been able to score.
Right.
And speaking of that, Rob G, what is that stat with Justin Fields? With Rob G, what's that stat with Justin Fields with the games under 50 yards?
4 of his 8 starts with the Jets have had a net under 50 yards.
I mean, what are we? Justin Fields can play. It's everybody else. Where are you on Justin Fields? Because I just can't see it, Kerry.
I mean,
he's been on 3 teams now.
I'd be a hypocrite after what I just said about Caleb Williams, his results, right? And so at the end, when it's all said and done, Justin Fields is going to have to throw the ball to win games.
I just don't how are you going to win when you're one-dimensional and you can't throw the football?
They have nobody to throw the ball to either.
That's not true. That's not true.
You don't think that's true, TJ? I mean, they got Mason Taylor at tight end. That's it. Who else? Garrett Wilson's out. Garrett's out.
He went out.
Garrett's out.
But they traded for John Mechie. They traded for a dynamic. I'm gonna just tell you this right now.
Yeah.
From a pure receiver standpoint, if you put every receiver in the National Football League on one field, John Mechie, from a run routes, quickness, speed, size, strength, he's going to be one of the top 12 on that field. And that's every receiver in the league just off of physical attributes.
Yeah, but he just got him this week.
You got A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah.
So you got 2 dudes that can run,
right.
2 dudes that are quick. And I know this because I've been on the field with both of them. Yeah. They really run. They are really quick and explosive. So you got weapons, but I don't know if Justin Fields can get them the ball accurately enough during the game. Can you do it once or twice? Yeah, but can you do it consistently? That's the question.
Yeah.
How about TJ Houshmandzadeh is our guest here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio, and Brian Daboll getting whacked. No surprise. I called for it 2 weeks ago, but the other part is the mismanagement of Jaxson Dart and just having him teaching him or whatever not to lower your shoulder and run into defenders and all these design plays, like trying to drag him out of the concussion tent to get back on the field. I mean, it looked like he was trying to save his job and not thinking long-term about the quarterback.
Jaxson Dart's mentality, he's just a dog.
But you got to teach him, don't you, right? That you can't play like
but
that.
His mentality, he was like that in college. I've been knowing Jaxson Dart since he was in high school. That's his mentality. He has an Italian. That's what makes him the type of player he is.
Yep.
Now, we can disagree or agree whether Daboll should have been fired. I say this. What good does it do to fire him this year? What good does it do? You're going to get worse now. You were bad with him. You're going to get worse now.
Yeah, but I just at some point you got to be. It's not. It's the. This what I'm saying is
fire him at the end of the season. Look what the Jets did with Robert Salah. Did they get better or did they get worse when they fired him?
Yeah, I get it. But at some point, yeah, but you just blew your fourth game. It's a combination of both. And you got to remember, you have paying customers. Mm-hmm. You have people there. And is it always fair? No, it's not always fair. But it usually comes off of something, which was 4 games where you blew in the fourth quarter, where you had double-digit leads. And if you just say, well, we're just going to ride it out and we're not going to do anything about it, that's not what fans want. They want some action.
I'm not saying don't do anything about it. I'm saying fire him at the end of the season if that's what you feel. One, he's an offensive guy. Yes, he's in charge of everything. Defense has to play better. You have that defensive line, and that defense, they got to bring those games home. This is what you want. You got to bring those games home. And then let's go to yesterday. Jaxson Dart gets hurt. Russell Wilson can't play, man. They should have put Jameis Winston in the game, man.
All right, so then there's another argument on Daboll, right?
I mean, Jameis Winston wasn't even active that game.
He was so he couldn't even go.
No, he wasn't going to go in. Yeah.
All right, so he couldn't even play yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's another question.
I'm playing Jameis Winston on Sunday. Jameis Winston is my starting quarterback.
That's
what I'm doing.
I agree with that.
But the only
problem,
I hear you until Jameis Winston gets in and then he throws 4 interceptions. I mean, TJ, we've seen it. I mean,
he's gonna throw 4 interceptions and he's gonna throw 4 touchdowns.
You're right. You're right. But am I right though? I'm just asking you. I'm asking you like he does do that.
If you're a fan, I'd rather have 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions than 2 touchdowns. I mean, no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I'd rather some excitement or letdown. Some excitement or letdown. Just a bunch of just letdowns.
I just looked at it on the Giants' schedule, and I think Jameis Winston is going to start the next game because it's crab leg night.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
Hey, Rob, you are funny, bro.
You hear him, TJ? Come on, man. Hey, before TJ get out of here, TJ, who's your best team in the AFC right now?
Oh, wow.
Not the Colts.
Put you on the spot.
Not the Colts.
Put you on the spot.
It's a 2-team race right now between the Patriots and the Colts.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't believe in either one of them. Either one of them.
The way they play.
Neither one will be in the AFC Championship game.
Who's
Hear
your
me
best
out.
team, Rob? Who's your best team?
I'm still taking the Baltimore Ravens to run the table.
Man, they got to be perfect, man. They got to be perfect. That's hard to be. That's hard.
They're only one game back.
Wait. Mr. Rob Parker. Is this the same Rob Parker from 3 weeks ago that told me they should fire Harbaugh, but now they gonna run the table?
Oh yeah, he did. Rob.
Only because I believe in the quarterback, and he's back. I believe in the quarterback, not the coach. The quarterback.
All right, making sure. Okay.
TJ, you call him out, huh?
That's right. TJ, it's all good. But don't forget to
Rob
pick up my
guy, though. That's my dog.
Don't forget to download my new single, okay? You got to download the new single, okay?
Hey, I'm a download it 100 times just for my boy. I got you.
All right.
Every device I got, I'm gonna make my kids and everybody in my family we download.
They gonna hate you, TJ.
That's right.
Don't do
all
it.
right, TJ.
All right, boy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man, y'all take care, fellas.
No doubt. All right. It is the Odd Couple. He is one of the best players in the NFL. And he has absolutely no shot of winning the league MVP. I'll explain that next. It is the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do?
What's that, Rob?
Stick and stay.
For more #1 hits like this in the US of A.
We got news coming out of D.C.
We got some big news coming out of D.C. Jaden Daniels, who you'll recall last week suffered a ugly dislocated elbow, and his left, thankfully, was his non-throwing arm. Left elbow dislocation. However, they got some great news that it was announced today. No ligament damage, will not need surgery, and as a result, at least for now, will not go on injured reserve, which means theoretically, Jaden Daniels could be back week 13 for the Commanders, which if you're a football fan, that's great to hear. If you're a fantasy football fan, that's great to hear. If you're a Commanders fan, that's awesome to hear. Here's the only downside, though. Washington has lost 4 consecutive games. Washington is currently down 3 of their top 5 wide receivers. Washington plays Philadelphia 2 of the next 3 weeks. So, even if you do get Jaden Daniels back, what is he coming back to? That's the question.
I tell you what he's not coming back to. Our locker room to be playing. He ain't coming back to his uniform. Listen, I love and admire the fact that he wants to play. I'm big on that because I think often, we had a nice run where athletes, you kind of started to worry like, oh, do they want to play? Is the heart there? I love that. But sometimes you have to look out for the player. Sometimes you have to look out for the franchise. And I think Jaden Daniels, I love that you want to play. I love the heart. I love the commitment. I love that your team loves you, the leadership. Bruh, we want to live to fight another day with you. We want to have a decade plus with you. We want you to be the man in D.C., the DMV area, and be the star and leader of this franchise. And the only way that we do that is by being judicious and smart with you. And sometimes we got to just say, hey, have a seat, sit down. You've already missed a handful of games so far this season. He's missed a few for a couple of seasons. He had a left knee sprain that kept him out. Then he had the right hamstring strain. Now he's got this elbow, which, by the way, the grace of God, because that looked like a horrible injury. I thought his arm was about to snap off. So to me, 3-6, we're down a bunch of our receivers, and it's not like the Ravens have a chance to come away and win this division right now, and it looks like the division is not necessarily going to be theirs for the win. Looks like it's the Eagles. So to me, if they were in the Ravens situation where I could see, all right, we got a chance. We got Lamar. He's a veteran. He's been doing this for years. We got a veteran situation. This is his second year. I don't want to go out there and beat him up and have him, and you hate to say it, an RG3 situation that has to be looming. So if I'm the general manager and the owner, I'm going to Dan Quinn and saying, you're not in a situation if we sit him and you guys lose out that you're getting fired. Your position is safe. We believe in you. We got our guy. We got our coach. Let's be judicious and smart about this. Live to come back next year. Healthy, receivers healthy, Jaden's healthy, and let's go compete again and compete for this division again next year.
Dude, what are you talking about? None of what you just said makes any sense. And I'm going to say this. First of all, once he's cleared and he's healthy, he should play. I'm not talking about put him out there if he's hurt. You have a whole team full of players who still want to play and don't think the season is over. And there are other receivers who have been waiting for their opportunity to play now that other guys are down. Otherwise, what is the point on being on a team if you're going to throw in the towel on everybody else? If he's hurt, I get it. You probably were one of the people who wanted Zion Williamson not to play again in college basketball. I remember everybody saying, oh, he had nothing to prove. If you're 19 years old and you don't want to play, I don't want that guy. Once he was healthy, guess what Zion did? He went back and he played. You should play. Michael Jordan got hurt early in his career. Oh, just take the season, Mike, and we get a better pick, whatever. No, you want to play. You play for your teammates if you're healthy. Why can't they run off 8 games in a row? They won miracle games last year that they had no business winning. That's how you make names for people. There's no reason. If you're telling me that the doctor says that there's a chance at this or, he's not really 100%, I'm with you. But once he's cleared to play, guess what players do, Kelvin? Players play. That's why they're called players. No, you think he wants to throw the towel in on the season once they're officially eliminated? Okay, I'll buy that. Once they're officially eliminated, but I'm not doing that.
So now you just threw me all up.
Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes in for Kelvin Washington.
I hit it so good today.
Thanks, Tiger. On Fox Sports Radio. Getting a new job can be much easier with Express Employment Professionals with Express. That's right. You'll have a local connection to the job market. Get started at expresspros.com and find a location near you. That's www.expresspros.com. And now it's time for the Express Pros Pro of the Week. Okay. The Pro of the Week goes to Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. Ran for 244 yards and scored 3 touchdowns in the Colts win over the Falcons on Sunday in Germany. That's right. So, again, congratulations to Jonathan Taylor on being the Express Pros Pro of the Week. And I know every year people made the big case for Saquon Barkley last year. Remember it? Oh, he's going to break Derek Dickinson's record. Oh, he's the MVP.
Yeah.
Rob G, you remember the vote count? He got no first place vote. He got 0. And he set out the last game, which
That's
of
right.
course,
That's right.
Which is only fitting because that would have been 17 games anyway, not
Exactly.
16 games,
Yep.
right? So okay, but he got 0 votes, 0. And Kerry, I get it. People want other players to be MVP. In this league, if you don't have a quarterback, you're not in the game.
Yeah.
You have no shot. I don't care how good your defense is. The Jets don't have a quarterback, so guess what they just did? Traded their 2 best defensive players. Why? Why'd they trade them? Because they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
So having a great defensive players or having a great running back doesn't mean you're going to win. You need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Ultimately. I get it. Somebody has to do something so special on any other position for them to be the MVP. And we saw it in the old days. Who was the kicker for Washington? Won the MVP. Can you believe that? He wasn't even perfect. Rob G, who was that kicker? And I think he only made, Kerry, I'm going to say 85% of his kicks, and he was the MVP of the league.
Really? Who?
Mark Mosley, 1982.
What did he make? What was the percentage? Am I wrong? Was it 85 or higher?
He had 95%.
95%. He was
20 of 21. I mean,
He's pretty perfect, Rob.
But he only made 20. But he only made 20 kicks.
That's true.
That ain't even 20 kicks out of how many games back then? 16.
16.
Is that so? That's like one a game. One
He
point.
did set the NFL record at the time for most consecutive field goals made, Rob. No disrespect.
Is that MVP? No, it's not.
Why not?
If it wasn't for Adam Vinatieri,
Did they not have a good quarterback at that time? Like, hey, this guy's our leading scorer in the league, so let's give him MVP.
The voters then were fugazi. They didn't know what they were doing.
Oh, so what you trying to say? That nobody that's a non-quarterback is going to win it again? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think it's going to be real hard.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm not saying it's impossible,
Yeah.
but you got to do something extra special.
I believe Jonathan Taylor is the MVP right now.
Do you really?
I do.
You think he's going to win it? There you go.
No, I know.
You see, I get it.
I know what
and
you're
Kerry,
saying.
one thing he has working, I like Jonathan Taylor too, but
Yeah.
one thing he has working against him is at his current rate, and he's been awesome.
Yeah.
He's still not on even pace for 2,000 yards.
And that's what I'm trying to
But
say.
I want to say, so we talked about Saquon and everybody expected him to be in the race.
Right.
He joined a Super Bowl team.
Sure.
Already that nucleus. What Jonathan Taylor's done with the Colts?
Crazy. But his numbers.
Yeah.
At that point, you know what Saquon were you
Oh,
remember?
no, they were crazy.
And he had the signature games on national television. Remember that?
Had the spin,
he jumped
the spin
over
and jump
somebody.
thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
there were moments where you looked at him and went, "Wow, Saquon, unbelievable."
Yeah. I mean, Jonathan Taylor this Sunday just took that 83-yarder to the crib to tie that game, to break that game open.
Only problem is against the Falcons.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
You know how I am. All right. Odd Couple, stick and stay.
We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all, so I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
The Monday Night Football game at Green Bay is scoreless early second quarter. Packers against the Eagles. Philadelphia on its first drive, 16 plays, 77 yards, got no points as Jalen Hurts fumbled. That was a near 9-minute drive. Meanwhile, the Packers offense under 50 yards in the first half so far. The Giants fired coach Brian Daboll, but general manager Joe Shane stays. Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson could miss at least 3 to 4 weeks with a sprained knee. Washington head coach Dan Quinn is taking over defensive coordinator duties also. The American League Rookie of the Year is Nick Kurtz of the A's. He got all 30 first-place votes. He batted .290 with 36 homers. The National League Rookie of the Year is Braves catcher Drake Baldwin. In the NBA, the Lakers lead with 8 minutes to go at Charlotte, 100-85. Luka Doncic, 31 points. Wizards now leading at Detroit to start the fourth, 96-87.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, hour number 3, Kerry, unbelievable.
Absolutely. Number 3.
That's right, Kerry is in for Kelvin Washington, and with the iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. Catch us and all the great Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app. Stream us live all day, every day, and be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets on the iHeartRadio app so that it always pops up to the top. And don't forget, aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. Aleve can help you forget the pain and make happy memories instead with just one pill. Thank you. Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you keep moving. Use as directed. Don't forget, last call will be coming up in this hour as well. In case you didn't get in on any of these other topics, you can get in on last call. But, we got a very interesting story, and I want people to listen very carefully. I want you to jump in on this update. I wanted to update the game, but nothing's happened. It's 0-0 with 8:28 left in the first half, and the Eagles have 85 yards and the Packers 48. Is that total in the game? So not much going on. I know everybody says NFL football, everything's great. No, not tonight.
Jordan Love doing his best Justin Fields impersonation.
Oh, here we go.
Has one net passing yard right now.
But it is.
Thankfully for him, Jalen Hurts has a turnover, and that's why it's 0-0.
Yes, so there we go. But Rob G., there might be a turnover in the National Football League when it comes to naming the football stadium.
That's right. If you've been paying attention over the weekend, not to that interview that we saw on Fox Television with President Trump, where first he was booed during introductions, and then did the 10-minute
loudly.
Did the 10-minute interview where it was felt like a press release on video. It's, not much of a pushback, which is fine, I guess.
No, what are they going to do?
Yeah, right, exactly.
They're afraid to death. My God. To challenge or say anything, I would just be like, if I was in there, just put tape on my mouth. This way.
So the one thing that viewers were upset about, obviously politics is one thing, but one thing that a lot of viewers were upset about with that Fox Television interview with President Trump at halftime of the Commanders-Lions game is not once did they address the elephant in the room, and that is a report that came out on Saturday that President Trump and the White House have let it be known to the Washington Commanders football franchise that they would like their new stadium to be named after President Donald Trump. Now, this is not reported. This is all speculation. Make that very clear.
Which would not surprise me at all.
The speculation is, because you recall about a year ago when this stadium was approved that President Trump publicly threatened pulling funding to the stadium because a lot of the funding is coming from taxpayers unless they did something. And now the speculation, again, speculation not reporting, is that this is President Trump's request. In order to facilitate the public funding to Washington, they would have to then name the stadium after him.
And I say, no way, no how should the Washington Commanders cave in to the president. And this is like the whole idea of it is ludicrous to me. First of all, if I was a Washington Commanders fan and I found out that they caved into the president to get the stadium and had to put his name, I would give up my fandom. I really would.
You would.
I'm on principle. You know this. I'll be on principle and I'll just be like, it's fine. You could have it. Other people can go and enjoy it, do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to be a part of it if you're pressured into putting somebody's name on a stadium. Number two, it just isn't done. And not from someone who's so divisive. Like you would have to show me like a situation. Maybe 20 years from now, he's passed on. They name stuff after people. When I fly into JFK, I don't go, oh God, I got to go into this airport. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't have those kind of feelings.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's that kind of president where you're going to feel comfortable or good about it because he's divisive. We talk about there are people who are divisive. LeBron James is divisive. So a lot of people love LeBron James. A lot of people can't stand LeBron James.
Yes.
There are people who are divisive. I'd look at Trump as one of those people who's divisive. Also, if you remember, how did they go from the Commanders from the Redskins? It wasn't because what was his name? I almost forgot his name.
Snyder.
Daniel Snyder. I was going to say Dan Gilbert. That's the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Daniel Snyder said he would never change the name over his dead body. And then FedEx, Coca-Cola, and somebody else said, okay, well, we're pulling our advertising dollars.
Yep.
And that happened very quickly. Did it not? Okay.
Yeah.
So you could also alienate advertisers and people who normally would be invested or put money into your franchise or whatever. So it's about a divisive person. That's the issue with it. Not because he's president, not because he's conservative or any of those things. There are conservative buildings and airports named after plenty of people.
Yes.
You fly into George Bush Airport in Houston, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't fly in and go, oh, my God, do I have to go here or not?
That's right.
You don't. I don't think that Trump is the same as some of those people who had things named after them. I think it would send a terrible message. I would I would give up my fandom if I felt my team caved. It's almost like the Jimmy Kimmel thing we saw at ABC.
Yeah.
When they took him off the air, I mean, some people celebrated for a hot minute, and then a lot of people canceled their subscriptions. A lot of people felt like we can't have that. Like when we're starting to censor people and pull them off the air if they say something that you don't like. That's not where you want to be. And I think this would be a mistake. And I hope that the Washington Commanders say, we'll do it. We're not going to do it. And we'll do whatever we can to get the funding if we even have to wait and move on from there.
One thing you just said about the divisive part of it is you just said Daniel Snyder was saying we're not going to cave and change the name. They did it. Like that's part of it, right? Like the divisive portion of it is, yes, we hear it's skewed in different directions and there's no like middle ground on any of it, right? So whatever way you go, it's going to be bad for some side. So this is why
I don't look at it. I'm serious. If his name is not on it, I don't think his people or MAGA, or whatever you want to call them, are going to be like, oh, I'm not going to go to the game because his name is not on it.
Yeah, but he's putting his bid in to do that. No. So
No, he's not making it public because he knows.
Oh, he hasn't made it public yet.
Because he won't want to be embarrassed that they're not going to do it. Like that's
gotcha,
the word.
That's what I'm saying.
That
would
right,
be a different
Rob
thing.
G. It hasn't been reported that that's fact. But
It's not been confirmed.
You know what I'm
yet.
saying?
The White
Okay.
House hasn't
Gotcha.
confirmed it. It's just sources. have said.
So he could always say, "I never asked for my name to be on the stadium or whatever," and his followers or people won't feel a certain way.
But
But
he's been open to say that he wanted the Commanders to change it back to the Redskins. So like he's been in good favor with some of that area, right, and some of that fandom. So I don't know. I wouldn't say it's not going to happen, right? I wouldn't.
I
you know what I mean?
I don't believe it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I really don't. It's you would have to give me another situation where somebody who was so divisive.
Yeah.
Seriously, like in a thing that you heard the boos yesterday. That's Washington D.C.
Yeah.
I'm just like
yeah. I get it, but you just you said another person that was divisive, LeBron, right? He's going to get a statue. Does that?
Yeah, but he plays for a certain team, and people who are with that team who won a championship feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
But also, when he first came to L.A., Rob G, did they not spray paint the murals?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay, so they did.
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking about the divisive part.
Yeah.
I just think this is weird to me. And if I'm the owner of the Commanders, I'm not. We're going to name it after. We're going to take corporate money and name it after FedEx or American Express or whatever. That's revenue. They don't put names on stadiums anymore.
I mean,
they? No,
it was RFK for a while, right?
Yeah, until somebody came with a check. What you got, Rob?
I was like, it happened.
Well, the question ultimately comes down to whether they do it. That's down the road.
Yeah.
If the speculation is accurate that they can't even get the stadium built without naming it after him, does that change the calculus?
No, I will
because
not
the owner is not going to pay out of his own pocket.
I will
for
not
the
be.
stadium.
I will not be strong armed. You know what we do? This is me. You got 3 more years to be proud. We'll wait. We'll start the stadium in 3 years.
No,
that's a lot of lost money.
Yeah,
for them.
they're not doing
that's
that.
a lot of money that they're losing out on.
They are not waiting 3 years to get that stadium built.
What we could do is
lose revenue.
No, what we could do is I'm just saying there's no way. It's a privately owned business.
Yeah.
This ain't state run or state. I get it, but this also benefits the city. Right, or the District of Columbia.
You sound like an NFL owner right now, Rob.
No.
It's going to benefit the community. You just got to give us $1.7 billion.
Exactly, all that infrastructure. This is what. Look at the teams that didn't do it. Like you could say and push back and using taxpayer money and all that until your team packs up and leaves, and then you see the, the economic realities of it.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't do it. I would just have to figure out a different way to get it done. And then if I have to go back on it or then, pay back people who put up the money or whatever it is and find another way to do the financing. And then you own it outright rather than the city being involved or the district. There's another way of it. These people are really, really rich. And I'm not going to put a divisive name on a stadium that I might lose revenue for years to come because people won't come or embrace it or people won't advertise with me or won't. There's no reason to put a divisive figure on that stadium.
That word you keep saying, the divisive part of it, everybody is divisive on something.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Everybody's divisive on something.
Not on.
Rob, I'm telling you, everybody's divisive on something. So obviously this is a polarizing one, but I'm just saying. Everything that you look at that's out there, you can be divisive on.
No, because did you hear the boos on Sunday?
I couldn't. I was working. I ain't hear no boos. So I was in.
They were pretty loud. There was your fan base.
Yeah.
Inside. Those aren't piped in from elsewhere.
Right.
That's your fan base.
Yeah.
Who booed the president when he spoke at. This was at halftime when they were swearing in some new. Right? Or what was it, Rob G? They were swearing, I don't know what, like some sort of military person.
It was a Veterans Day, not celebration, but some kind of reference to
and
that.
it was bad. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah,
so.
it was a loud chorus of boos and like a really small smattering of cheers.
Yes, this is your fan base. Now, if you were down in Alabama or at some football stadium and everybody cheered, then you'd have no problem.
Right. Yeah.
You're trying to get it in Washington, D.C.? Do you know that's Chocolate City?
Chocolate City. That's right. No, I know.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Where are you? Would the Commanders regret naming their new stadium after President Trump? 877-99 on Fox. I can't wait to hear
I was just about to
here.
say, I can't wait to hear this one either.
We'll continue the conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Call in, comment, and you need to stick and stay
America.
There was big news you could use in the NFL when this afternoon, not to my surprise, someone lost their gig, Rob G.
Yeah, Rob, you're never wrong. You're just early. That's what I figured out.
Always.
This kind of stuff.
Hey, I was early on this one.
2 weeks after Rob Parker demanded that he be fired, the New York football Giants have decided to cut ties with head coach Brian Daboll. 1 day after they blew a 10-point lead in the last 4 minutes of a game for the second time this season. All right, they've now blown 4 games when leading by double digit this season. They have lost 11 straight road games. It was all bad for Brian Daboll. And that's not the only reason. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Jaxson Dart, prized rookie quarterback, first-round draft pick. He looks very, very good. Everyone's very excited about him. Entered into the concussion protocol for the 4th time already this season.
In 6
and
games?
he was officially diagnosed with a concussion. We'll see if he plays this week.
All right.
But that is the big story. Brian Daboll out in New York.
Yeah.
Kerry, I called for it 2 weeks ago. And even more after yesterday's game. Because it's not, okay, we can talk about the losses, the double-digit leads and the fourth quarters and the implosions. And, I mean, come on. They had the Bears beat. They couldn't close the deal. And Caleb Williams played well. But they should have won that game, okay? The Giants didn't win the game. But my reason is because of the way he's handled Jaxson Dart. Like, that's when you look at it, here's a desperate coach playing for his gig.
Yeah.
He's designing plays for this kid to run into to the defense and lower his shoulder and all this stuff. You remember he was in the tent yelling at the doctor, get him back out of there, whatever. Give him some smelling sauce, whatever it is. Like, get him out there.
Yeah.
That's the other part of it. That's the dangerous part. No, stop with the design plays for him to run, and you have to be able to coach him to understand you don't have to get every yard carry. You don't have to lower your shoulder and go into a defender. It's okay to get the necessary yards and get out of bounds or slide down to avoid. It's a long game, a long-term game as a quarterback.
Yeah.
It ain't about another yard or two for you to take a big hit. It makes no sense. I would have said, Jaxson Dart, do you understand why in practice you have on a special jersey and people know not to touch you? There's a reason for that. All right? If it didn't matter, they wouldn't do that. Am I right?
Right.
My God. Brian Daboll, I told you 2 weeks ago, pack your bags. The only bad thing is the general manager should have gone too. I don't know what they're waiting on that.
Yeah.
But this had to happen. The way he's handled Jaxson Dart and the losing and not being able to close out games.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Enough already.
Yeah, the losing won't be tolerated with the Giants. Obviously, they've been, bad the last 3 years. Had a lot of success in their franchise, though, right? And so they won't stand for it. But with Brian Daboll, it's such a funny thing. Like, the NFL and life in general is such a fickle proposition, right? They lost 4 games leading by double digits, right?
Yep.
If they won those games, we wouldn't be having these conversations, right? So obviously there's some mishandling with what he's doing in game situations.
Right, for you to get a lead, for you to have a 10-point lead.
Exactly.
It's different if you get blown out, Kerry.
Yeah.
And you can't, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, you're just overmatched.
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
and that's
we can accept that.
that's part of it, right? So operation-wise, something is off.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is.
Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate you all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call. You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it.
Couple on a Magic City Monday. I am moist after that.
Oh.
Rob Parker. That was the cupcakes were moist.
Oh.
Give me the money shot.
My God. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel. That's right. The Odd Couple has a YouTube channel. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. That's Odd Couple FSR. Hit that subscribe button and check us out on YouTube. Watch us right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. All right. Yes, 877, especially if you have milk. 877.
You said milk?
All right, you guys.
Rob. Yeah, no.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. I'm a woman. Here we are. We're asking about the Commanders. The scuttlebutt is Trump wants their new stadium to be named after him. I think he's too divisive of a figure for the Commanders to even entertain that. Kerry says that some of his people would be upset.
Yeah, of course.
And if it's not that way, but I just can't see it. Where are you? 877-99 on Fox.
We're going to go to the callers. We'll go to Daniel from Michigan. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Doing
well.
great. How are you?
Doing fantastic. I mean, say what you want about Trump, but booing during the Veterans Day address is honestly just disgusting. I mean, you have no respect for what he's saying. I mean, personally, I think he's too decisive a figure to put on the name of the stadium, but I can't believe they booed during the Veterans Day address. That's all.
Okay, that's fair.
Yep.
I mean, it tells you how divisive he is. That even for something like that, they didn't find the peace to be able to be like, okay, well, let's let him do this.
Yeah, that's our world, though, Rob. That's why I'm not pointing to the divisive part of it. I'm not going to be the another extra on top of that. So let's go. Let's move on to Brian from Michigan. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's
Good,
up, Brian?
man.
How are you, bud?
I'm doing all right. So I got a simple fix to this problem. Rob, you said, you would wait the 3 years and then you'd fill your stadium. I mean, Daniel Snyder's going to get that check one way or another.
Well, he's not the owner anymore. Remember that. He's not the owner anymore.
Oh, well, either way, why not just get the check and say, hey, I'll just change the name to what I want in 3 years when he's gone?
Yeah, but you still would. But here's the problem, Brian. You would have caved, and people would have like the idea that this was even called the stadium. You might lose people, fans, and you might lose advertisers who say, you know what, I don't want to be a part of this organization. I hear what you're saying,
right?
But I think that
give him a free Coke and a hot dog, man. He'll be all right. Hey, thanks, fellas.
All right, Brian.
Appreciate it.
All right, we got Sean from Sacramento. You on with the Odd Couple?
Sean,
how you doing, brother?
What's up, Sean?
Yo, mother from another mother, cousin Carrie, and my brother behind the board, man. What up, Alex?
What's up, man?
Hey, yo,
Sean.
Trying to get slow like you, baby. Real quick on this one, man. Hey, I'm still booing President Trump all the way from over here in Sacramento, Veterans Day or not. We're talking about the same guy who constantly disrespects our veterans left and right, but I'm not going to go there. And the other thing I want to remind everybody of is the people going to those games are ex-federal workers who we helped get rid of with this new regime. So don't be surprised if he's getting booed in his own hometown for what it's worth. And to me, I wouldn't do it. I'm with you. No way, no how am I succumbing to the pressure. And matter of fact, I'm flipping the pressure on him, and I'm threatening to move my situation out of D.C. I'm threatening to move to Sacramento. I'm threatening to move to Virginia. I'm taking the game somewhere where they're going to appreciate me. And like you said, wait 3 more years, and Gavin Newsom paying for everything, just like he's still paying for this high-speed light rail that's supposed to be coming up in California. And at most, take it and rename the press box the Donald J. Trump press box, just like Uncle Rob, and you can take that to the bank like an Emmanuel Class A prop bet, baby.
Oh, my. There you go. He got it all
He went
in.
all in on that.
All in. I don't see it happening.
I mean,
if I'm wrong,
I don't
I'm
even
wrong.
think. I mean, this is just a conversation. I don't see it happening anyway. But again, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I just think like, and I mentioned it, JFK.
Yeah.
The airport, Bush, out in Houston. Things are named after presidents and whatnot, or schools or stuff like that. There are plenty of places. In the Deep South, I think there's plenty of places that would want to put Trump's name on something. I just don't. In Washington, D.C., I just don't see that.
Rob, how many, you just said it, but like how many of those controversial figures are on statues and schools and airports? Like, it's always been that way.
Yeah, but not on a venue of that. You know what? A statue's different. Even a school, journalist, business school's
talk about
name
the South. That's
or
where I'm
whatever,
from, right?
or the South. I'm just saying.
I'm from there.
You know how many statues got pulled down in 2020? Okay.
Yes.
So yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, they did
but they ain't pay no money though, Rob. They also didn't even pay money.
They redesigned everything down there. You know that.
Yeah.
So all right.
That's fun.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, coming up, we're gonna talk about your guy, Matthew Stafford. Is that your guy?
I like Matthew too.
Okay.
I know you don't.
I watched him this whole career. I think that's probably why.
You think he's playing? Well, we'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that and much more. Rob G's in love with Matthew Stafford. And
what you call him, Matthew Stat
Padford.
Stat Padford.
Yeah, that was 15 years of his career. Yeah, he's padding stats now against
No, he
bad
ain't.
teams.
He's balling right now.
Is.
No.
Okay, all right, but first let's get you caught up with Mr. Steve Desai.
Well, if you're not following the Monday Night Football game, hey there, you're not missing anything. It's Eagles at Packers, scoreless with under a minute to go till halftime. Green Bay, on its first 4 drives, punted. Eagles with a fumble and then punted on its next 3 drives. Philadelphia under 50 yards passing in the first half. Green Bay just went over 50 yards of total offense in the first half. The Giants fired coach Brian Daboll, but general manager Joe Shane stays. The interim coach is now offensive coordinator Mike Kafka. The New York Giants' record over the past 2.5 years is 11-33, including 2-8 this season. The Giants this year have held double-digit leads in 4 road games that ended in losses. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow hopes to return on Thanksgiving for a game at Baltimore. He's on IR with a toe injury. He returned to limited practice today. Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson could miss at least 3 to 4 weeks with a sprained knee. Washington head coach Dan Quinn is taking over defensive coordinator duties as well. Commanders defensive lineman Deron Payne was suspended 1 game for throwing a punch. To the NBA scoreboard, the Lakers are 8-3 after winning at Charlotte 121-111. Luka Doncic with 38 points. Austin Reeves had 24, 17 of that in the first half in his return from a strained groin. Currently with 3 minutes to go at Detroit, Washington 1-9 this year, leads the Pistons 117-110. And in the final seconds of regulation at Orlando, Magic 110-109 for Portland. For the Blazers, Shaedon Sharpe, 31 points. The new number 1 team in men's college basketball is Houston. Purdue dropped to number 2 despite having more first-place votes. Just 4 NHL contests tonight in New York. Rangers 6-2 over the Predators with 6 minutes to go. Final seconds of regulation, Devils and Islanders tied at 2. The American League Rookie of the Year is Nick Kurtz of the A's. He got all 30 first-place votes. A's shortstop Jacob Wilson finished second. The National League Rookie of the Year is Braves catcher Drake Baldwin. He won at 21 votes to 9. Finishing second was Cubs pitcher Cade Horton. The big MLB award results continue this week. Tuesday, Managers of the Year. Wednesday, the Cy Young winners. Thursday, the MVPs. Former Cubs pitcher Kyle Hendricks is retiring. The Padres officially introduced new manager Craig Stammen, a former reliever of theirs. And the Giants hired former manager Bruce Bochy as special advisor. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes, in for Kelvin Washington right here on Fox Sports Radio on a Magic City Monday. And that's right. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive, shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Alex, are we gonna debut your thing tomorrow or later?
I think
on?
tomorrow.
Or tomorrow? Okay.
Stick and stack.
Oh, why not today with me, Alex?
All roads lead to Kerry.
There you go. Very nice. But let's go here. Rob G, Matthew Stafford, who is on a tear offensively, and the Rams are. Kerry, that was your pick for the Super Bowl, right? The Rams and against who?
Oh, the Ravens.
Okay, Rams and Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
He still feels good about that.
Yeah.
They blew out the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob G, here comes the calls for Matthew Stafford to be MVP.
Hey, we were on this on Friday. You just didn't want to believe it, Rob. The anonymous NFL executives spoke to Albert Breer on Friday. They did the mid-season NFL awards, and they didn't pick Josh Allen. They didn't pick Jonathan Taylor. In a landslide victory, it was Matthew freaking Stafford. And he followed that up by saying, hey, I got pressure on me. I better ball out here on Sunday, divisional matchup on the road. And of course he did, right? He threw for another 4 touchdowns. In the last 3 games, Matthew Stafford is completing 68% of his passes, 743 yards, 13 touchdowns, 0 picks. Woo. During that stretch, the Rams are averaging 37 points per game. In his last 6 games, Stat Patford is padding stats like a mother effer. 20 touchdowns, 0 picks. Woo. And it's a big reason why a lot of people, including the anonymous NFL executives, believe he right now is the front runner to an NFL MVP.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What you got? What you got, Rob?
We'll wait and see. It's a first half and a second half. And I just
No, we're already in the second half of the season.
Well, we'll see. He's still got 9 games to blow it. And we'll see as the games get better and whatnot. We saw last year. Do you remember the end of the season last year? they struggled
Yep.
offensively big time.
Yep.
And we'll see how long it lasts, because when you have such a numbers and you put up numbers, if he has a bad 2 or 3 interception game, they'll be like, oh, there we go. Like that. Like, it's so clean and so many touchdowns, and that you could easily fall back. Now, here's the kicker. I think Lamar could win it if they do run the table, and he's a big part of that in the numbers.
Of course.
And they win the division and all that. Hey, they were down. They were one. What'd they start? 1-4?
1-5.
Right.
Yeah.
And they run the table and win it, and he's a big part of that.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a lock by any stretch of the imagination, and there's a long way to go. And who knows? And maybe this is the year they do give it to a running back when they realize they have to give it to Matt Stafford.
Hey, Rob G. Anybody but Matthew Stafford winning. He's like a running back and winning now. Earlier, he was like, nobody's going to win it outside the quarterback.
I'm just saying, well, maybe they might decide, like, wait a minute, okay, well, this will be the year that we change that thinking.
No, man, Matthew Stafford's playing great. And like I said, it was my pick in the preseason for them to be the NFC champion and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. They're not disappointing. They had some weird losses early on, but right now they're humming. And when you look at teams that have like the offensive arsenal that they have in place right now, I mean, they have, I think, probably if they're not the number one rated skill position offense in the league, they're right there in the top 2 or 3. So I don't see them slowing down unless there's an injury or something, but we don't want to put that out there. But man, they're humming, and Matthew Stafford looks the best I've seen him probably in his career.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's not throwing it to the other team like we've seen.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, I was there for his very first game. I watched his whole career.
Yeah.
He followed me to Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? like that's
he followed you to LA to prove you wrong.
Yeah,
though.
I guess.
Yeah.
He didn't prove me right. It was real close. What's that guy's name? Sikorsky Tar.
Jaquaski. If you're gonna bring him up this often, you better at least get his name right.
He always brings him up too. Yeah. A Swarovski crystal.
What, Rob G, what team is he on?
He's not on a team.
No?
No.
He's out of the league?
He dropped that pick and immediately was cut in the offseason.
He was cutting that next offseason?
And then never got back in the league after that play.
Oh, man.
That's tough.
And they always say, hey, DBs can't drop money.
Dude, it ain't even just money. Like that changed a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's one of those moments.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. But so far he's playing well enough that he's going to be in consideration.
Rob, say he's playing great right now.
I'm not.
Rob, say he's playing great right now. Look, he can't say it. Rob, just say it. Say it once in your life. Say Matthew Stafford's playing great.
Rob, if you're not going to say that, at least give Matthew Stafford credit for this. Okay.
He won't say it.
You don't care about the 20 touchdowns, no picks in 6 games. First quarterback ever to do that. But this is a stat that I know you're going to appreciate. With that win yesterday, Matthew Stafford finally, after 17 seasons, is 500 record as a quarterback.
There you go. And they want to put him in the Hall of Fame, right? Unbelievable.
Oh, man. Rob.
115 and 1.
Unbelievable.
And he also just joined the 400 touchdown club. Passing club, you know?
Well, but here's the only issue that I have, and it's not sour grapes, it's just the reality of it. That the bulk, the 12 or 13 years he played in Detroit, were all just stats that were padded. They didn't win any games. They didn't win any playoff games. And every time people say he didn't have any players, and Ndamukong Suh was on that team, Calvin Johnson was on that team, Nick Fairley, you remember Nick Fairley?
Of course, yeah.
Golden Tate,
Yep.
like you can't say nobody played there or they didn't. And they had some good seasons where they had a chance to win the division in the last game, and they always lost to the Packers. I covered all those games. And during a bulk of his career, and you could go look it up for yourself, the Lions were down 21-0 in the first quarter. Like, I don't know how many times in games. I started writing my column in the first quarter, like, okay. And they'd always come back because team defenses would soften up. We don't need to play you tight.
Yeah.
Throw the ball in front of you. We'll let you take a long time to have a drive, right? Kerry, you know that. You played in that kind of stuff, right?
Of course.
I
played against him. Played against them. Yeah.
Back in those days when the Lions were really bad and they lost, it's unbelievable. I think they lost, I got to get the right number, 23 in a row on the road. Then they won a game and then lost another like 25. like it's almost inconceivable. And in the NFL, you know what I mean, where the league is set up for you to be able to bounce back. They lost. It was incredible. And I covered so many of those games. So for me, when I look at Matthew Stafford, that's what's burned into my.
I see that because I'm really upset. You will not say he's playing great right now. I want to.
He's doing well.
All right, that's it. Well, not great.
He's doing well. That's fair.
Rob G, come on, man. You got to get him to say great. And once you get him to say it one day, I need that tape. I need
He's
that recording.
nothing but consistent.
He's consistent with it, for sure.
Kerry, to be honest, you should be happy he even did this segment. Because it was either this or an Aaron Rodgers bash session, and he definitely wasn't going to do that.
I'm not doing that either. He looked like an old man last night.
He looked so bad last night, and that's my guy.
I said that, Rob G.
Yeah. He did. But we're like, we ain't going to do 9 minutes on the Rob G. I'll tell you that right now.
He was ready for this.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing the baseball betting scandal. No. That goes against my narrative.
No, what? The baseball scandal for sure.
We'll get to that tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the way of pro sports. Anybody who thinks that this is going away and they can't figure out how a guy making $26 million or whatever he was making, Class A, who was on a Hall of Fame. You remember, he was untouchable.
I know.
2 years ago. Yeah. Untouchable. And you ask yourself, why he would do what he did for, how much was it? 26,000 or something like.
Was that it?
40,000? Like you say, you're making 26 million.
Well, that's how much he made. The group made a lot more money.
Right,
than that.
but you know what I mean. What his cut was.
Yeah.
Right.
So he had a cut.
Yeah. But he looked at it like all I got to do is throw a ball. And what was the play? Was it Andy Paez?
Andy Paez swung at one that was 9 inches out of the strike zone and ruined it for everybody.
He swung at a really bad pitch that should have been a ball. They lost money because they bet that it would be a ball. He swung at it. And then they went and they texted each other. That was how they have the group text.
So you mean it was like that precise on like I'm going to throw a ball on this one?
That's how they do the prop bets. First pitch of the fourth inning.
Are you
ball
kidding
or
me?
Strike? Yes.
Oh my.
That's why Kerry.
Kerry, do you want a quick summary of what happened? I give you like a 5
I know a
bullet
little bit, but yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's two guys, right? Class A and Ortiz are the two guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for about 3 years. Class A was at least. His group made about $400,000 doing it. Now some of it went back to him.
That's money.
But a big chunk of it went back to the DR. So maybe that was like the greater good that they could,
send
lie to
that
themselves,
money, right?
Yeah.
He would call these guys on the phone during games to confirm this is what I'm going to do. Make sure you pound the under or whatever it is, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now, Ortiz, to his credit, only got involved later, and it was right before they got caught. So he has less of a history there.
He's still in trouble.
Yeah,
and they were parlaying pitch velocity and pitch going for a ball. Hence why guys were like a foot and a half off the plate. It's like, we are not messing this one up. It's going to be 95 plus and off the plate. So you got to parlay the bet there.
Speed and everything?
Yes, that's what they
No, that's insane.
Yes.
Oh, that's bad.
And that sets you up for why people are doing it. It's the same thing with the prop. We've said it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Got to end the prop bet.
You got to end the
All
prop
right?
bet.
we know this. 7 is the over-under on number of threes I'm going to take.
Yep.
I can dictate that.
I'm going to get 5 in the first quarter
Of
and then
course.
nothing after that.
And nothing after that. I'm going to step in every time at the three-point line. I'm going to step on the line. I could do all that and nobody would say
1,000%.
anything.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, I got a better shot. I took a step in. Well, you can't be mad at me. I thought it was a better shot than 3 points.
Kerry, you know what's going to be funny is Rob been on this anti-prop bet crusade for a couple months. Wait till Prize Picks calls back about, Rob, you want to be a sponsor of this upcoming basketball?
Right.
Yeah, I'll give you some stuff.
I'll do that.
I got some bets that I like.
It's going to be Shekel Prop Bet Saturday.
Whatever. All right, 877. Oh, I'm not doing that. Yeah, 877-9905. It's last call time here on The Odd Couple. Hey, get to it. You know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
For another great release like this from the US of A.
how he won't be there, cut, release, trade, if it's a somehow off-season trade or something, if somebody were interested, if somebody needed a quarterback, because one thing we've talked about all the time, somebody's going to look at him, I believe, and they're going to say, I can fix him. He was a number 1 pick for a reason, right? Heisman Trophy winner, like he's that guy. There's somebody who's going to believe that. I don't know who it is, but there's somebody who will, because we've seen Baker. We've seen Geno for 2 or 3 years until now, and we've seen Baker. So I believe somebody's going to do that, but they're done. And it's a disappointing thing because what happened? They gave him a boatload of money. He had a season and a half where he was solid to good, really good. And it's just been downhill ever since. He's got receivers. He's had some offensive players, some running backs at times. You start to hear, remember they did the whole, they knew he wasn't looking at the film, studying his book. They knew that.
They put it in his contract.
They put it in his contract. You got to study, which is crazy for a quarterback.
The best was Jamarcus Russell, though, when they gave him blank
DVD. You like it? You see it? Would you? Yeah. That's a good plays. I like that. Boy, that's a blank DVD. I like all them plays. That was it.
How embarrassing is that?
Remember what's the want to get away? That's one of them want to get away moments right there.
Yeah, I got a different plan for Kyler Murray.
What's that?
Got your money, they're gonna cut you or whatever. I would go play baseball. This is like one of the, and I know he's 28, and was it the Oakland A's? Oakland A's have his rights. 28, you got your NFL money. This dude is the first player ever. You're talking about in the United States, right? In this country, ever to be drafted in the first round in football and baseball. No other athlete ever was able to do that. That tells you about his baseball skill.
Oh, for sure.
Because baseball guys like Mike Piazza, who winds up going to the Hall of Fame, was drafted in like the 70th round.
Yeah, it's round.
Like, you know what I mean?
Round.
Like 50 rounds, of drafts. And to be the first ever in baseball and football, I just don't know where the football's going from here. That's just me. And I don't know, obviously to be a first-round draft pick in baseball, why not? That would be, what a story that would be. I just don't know where his NFL career, you're right, somebody's going to feel like they can fix him and he can do that. Do I see him having like some great career if he moves on somewhere else? No, I just don't. I'm not sold on it.
I think, to add to your point, I think you have a really creative idea. And he's still young enough. You know what I mean? 28, I know that's older, but it's not older, ancient.
I mean,
and obviously you were talented.
Came up late. You know what I mean?
Right.
Later than normal.
Good point. And also, clearly at one point in time, you were that talented that you were a first-round pick. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
You're not a 32nd round pick.
No.
Here's the thing. To me, Kyler would have to say, am I trying to do something different? Remember, a lot of people are like, man, what would LeBron look like if he was a tight end? We've done a handful of players in any sport. What would they look like if they went there? If Kyler said, to your point, I've got money, I can always say I was a number 1 pick and I did things in the NFL. I had a solid couple of years. Now I want to go try and do something. And I know it might take me 3 years. I might have to go down and AAA, AA ball.
You remember the Hail Murray? You remember that? He threw that?
Yep.
And the coach was the offensive guy.
Cliff Kingsbury.
You remember that? He was saying, remember that, Rob G, you remember? He was like, yeah, between Kyler and Patrick, they'll be swapping MVPs. Do you remember that?
Man, he meant MVP, please.
You remember that conversation?
MVP, please, is what he meant. But so does Kyler want to do something different? Do I want to be unique? Do I want to have a story?
That would
right?
be
I'm
a
with
story.
That.
That would be unique.
Here's the thing with the NFL, and specifically the position he plays, Rob. Say he goes and sits down for a year or two, meaning I'm just a backup guy or I'm just in and out. If he ends up having a 6-8 game stretch where he plays well, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1,215, 200, get 2,000 yards, somebody's going to pay him $30, $40 million. Geno just got paid a bunch of money a couple of years ago. Baker just got Sam about to get another check because the Seahawks are going to want to re-up and get him more. And I think that's Kyler
depends on what happens in the
Tyler
postseason.
is a quarterback. And all you got to do, show up, be good for a half a season, somebody's going to cash you out more than you're supposed to.
is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kerry Rhodes wrapping this bad boy up.
You got a tissue for me?
That's right. Aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. Kerry, you got to go do some Christmas shopping pretty soon.
Yeah, man. It's coming really quickly.
Aleve can help you.
Yay.
That's right. Forget the pain and make happy memories instead. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you can keep moving, use as directed. Rob G, really quickly, I want you to jump in here because I'm still waiting for Lincoln Riley to win a big game at USC. But what he did was so Bush this past weekend. I thought like it was beneath USC. I really did.
I'm so excited. Let me set this up, Rob, because you never let me set up topics. So this is really
what?
Really
Set it up.
Yes, USC
What?
is under fire. In fact, the Big Ten says they should have been penalized for what
Did you
they
see
did.
what happened? Bro? Kerry doesn't even know yet. Go
They
ahead.
had their third-string quarterback take the field wearing number 80. Number 80 is the number that their punter normally wears.
Kerry.
The only problem is in USC's online depth chart, he's listed as number 7.
He was cheating.
So they were finagling it a little bit.
Yeah, they were.
Northwestern coach, to their credit, said, hey, legally they did submit a roster that shows him as number 80 in that roster.
No,
But anybody who watched the game, and obviously the Big Ten agrees that it was a little bit of cheating going on.
It was just, it's not necessary. Against Northwestern at home, is that what you really have to do? You know what I mean? Like it. You can't have two people the same number, right? Who's playing the same position.
No.
Okay, that's the issue.
Yeah.
And he went in as if he was a punter, but he's a quarterback. Right, Rob G? That's the issue.
That is the issue.
That really is the issue. He threw the ball.
According to the statement, if a foul was identified with number 80, talking about the punter, enter the game as a punter, then it would have been assessed as a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. But because they didn't know that it was the backup quarterback, nothing ever happened.
Right.
He's stretching the rules as far as
But
they can
why?
go.
This is my
Yeah.
issue. Seriously.
Yeah.
Lincoln, really? And if you're going to do that, shouldn't you save it for the the national championship game? Oh, wait a minute. You're not playing in that game. Oh, Ohio State. Oh, wait a minute. You're not playing in that game.
Yeah.
Like, that's where you want to against Northwestern at home in a blowout? Didn't Northwestern get blowed out? Is that what you need to do? Chicanery?
Yeah,
Trickery?
That's a little weird. The timing's a little weird. That's bad.
In fairness, it was tied when they did that. It was
So they didn't
7-7. It
blow
was
them out,
early in the
Rob?
game. They ended up
What was
winning
the fight? What they
38-17.
They want to win it big. That's what come on, man.
They got the momentum after they tricked them with the pass.
Yeah. I'll trick them off, all right. I mean, what is that?
Oh, here we go.
Alex, no.
Rob, can you just stop?
Tell him, Alex. Tell him again.
Tight pants, tighter pants, the shorter shorts, the cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts. Is that
Oh,
what
my
we're doing?
goodness.
The cargo shorts.
Hey, Kerry, we appreciate you joining us. You know
I
that.
love being with you guys,
Come
man. I
on,
do.
man.
I appreciate it. Minus
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?